Peace to all the tribes, man. Make sure you hit that like and share this live, man. You already know how we rocking, man. So let them know, man. It's up. The Hawks is out. You know what I'm talking about? You know what time it is when the Hawks come out, man. Somebody tell them what time it is.
Preaching rapture and disappearing, and it's known as written that the righteous shall inherit the kingdom of God, the earth, and the wicked shall be shaken out.
When I'm teaching you, in college, start telling the
I've given up this time, given up this time.
Peace to the tribes. Share the live stream, man. It's up. Atlantis rising. You know how we rocking. Live from the Republic. Tribe. You know the vibe.
gonna smell my cologne. Yaki on some bar number 9, because I do not play.
That's the same clone I wear.
Yes, Tabernacle Sanctuary, because we keep God first in everything we do.
Hey.
It's the Spirit of God. See, the Spirit of God is omnipotent, and it works on you. It'll work on your ass, and I can be far, far away, because it's considered conscience, you know. Ain't nothing fell in my conscience.
What's this guy's name? It's something Hawk. And it may sound stereotypical, but dude looks like he's done some time and sounds like he's done some time.
Whatever, then I'm wrong. You got me now. You got me now. Are you figuring me out? You fucking income fucking poop.
Peace to the tribes, man. Peace to the tribes. Let me get some gems in the chat. If you can hear me loud and clear, man. Let me know if the mic's too loud, too low. You know what I'm talking about? Let me know if you can hear me clearly, man.
What he said?
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you something straight off the motherfucking press.
Next caller. I know my scriptures, bitch.
Because you gonna smell my cologne. Yaki on some bar number 9, because I do not play.
That's the same clone I wear.
Yes, Tabernacle Sanctuary, because we keep God first in everything we do.
Hey.
Peace, man. We got a few people in here. Let me shout everybody out, man. First, let me do what I suggest you do, and that's share the live stream, man. You know we shadow ban. We broadcasting live from the Immaculate Republic of Atlantis. Live from the Republic of Atlantis. Fila. Forever I love Atlantis. You know what I'm talking about? Peace to all the tribes. We'll be shouting you out, man. Make sure you put some gems in the chat or some say peace, you know. Let us know you're present. And we will definitely goddamn shout you out, because that's how we get down, man. You know what I mean? Love, love, love above it all. Let me see. What are we looking for here, tribe? Oh, that's right. Press 1. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we looking for. Let me get this out here, man. And the 1 is for 1 because we already won. You know what I'm talking about? So if you can't find it, just spell it. W-O-N. 1. I got something amazing for y'all, man. To be honest, I found some shit that has blown my mind. Once again, you know, this rap shit, you know, it's cool, man. Seeing what's going on. But, you know, at the end of the day, we know what it is. You know what I mean? So it's kind of monotonous, as my mother would say. However, what I have for you tonight is a special treat. It's part of a 2-part series. What did we call it? Something simple, man. Trying to beat the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, History of Eugenics in America Unveiled. Every time I got down upload a video, man, that motherfucker go red on me. They be goddamn just blocking my whole live streams. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta like refigure how I'm doing this shit, low key. Cause the shit piss a nigga off when you goddamn do a whole live stream. Do that bitch for goddamn about 5 hours. And then they tell me, oh, it's been blocked because you used 20 seconds of this, that, or the other. Like, what the fuck? I'm talking about just delete my whole shit. On top of the snitch agent niggas. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't even gonna dwell on none of that, man. It's a beautiful day, man. Life is great. We are the best people raised for the good of mankind. We are the elect, and we are on deck. And let me have a word with everyone.
Talk to the house of Israel. If you're really serious and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord, to do his will, I'm that nigga. You not stop faking.
Might need a mop bucket, Glock 40 on me, I'm up, walk through the crowd like fuck it, nigga drip on slip and fall, might need a mop bucket, big booty bitch, she lucky, touching all on me in public.
As they say in the YouTube world, without further ado, let's get straight to it. You can't say eugenics without saying Nazism. I'm sure, I don't know at what point my live stream is going to be demonetized and all that fly shit. So we just going to goddamn play it out. But what I see is I'm going to have to goddamn do a little more shit talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be wanting to play the videos and show y'all the shit, man. Like, the footage and all that, but I have found some archive footage for you, some interviews, you know, and like I said, you know, it's your Hawk, the Incredible Hawk, who told the whole planet motherfucking Earth that the orphan trains came from the goddamn Germans, all right, from the Nazi camps. It's no mystery, and we're gonna show and prove that even more. But just remember, when the whole world knows, you know. They learned that at Hawk School, you know, because that's what we do over here, tribe. You know what I mean? We lifting the veils on all this fuckery. Press 1.
A master teacher is one who has the ability to apply logic and rational thinking to the things that he asserts to his students. And a master teacher, in turn, produces master students in return. You cannot be a master teacher unless you are producing master students. Who are, or how do you produce master students as a master teacher? Because when you get your students to think logically and rationally and not just believing something just because it's said, because you're not really teaching people, you know, your, what's the word I want to say? What's the word I want to say? It's a certain word I want to say. When you educate people, you're not really teaching them anything. You're programming them to think a certain way. Most of the people who are referred to as teachers in the world are not really teachers at all. They're programmers, because they're being taught from your college professors on down to your grade school, high school teachers and whatnot. They're programmers.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Bettina Sugar?
Yes,
Django isn't a slave. Django is a free man, you understand? You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
I'm talking about straight business, man. I know they don't like me. They be all on the internet talking about the pimp. Pimp rap like he writing nursery rhyme. Pimp this and pimp that. You know what though, bitch? Tell you put your real motherfucking address and your phone number on that shit. You ain't said nothing, nigga. Hide behind them email address. You a hoe.
Let's get to it. I think I'll start here. And like I said, this is going to be broke down to a two-part. And actually, if you're up to it, it's going to be a two-part only because, as I've stated before, I want to make the live stream a little more concise. And, give people, not give people so much to where they can't even, you know what I'm saying, digest the shit, you know what I'm saying? Because, we just be a smorgasbord of knowledge over here at Hall School, you know what I'm saying? We eat. Press one. Let's talk about Lebensborn. All right? Literally, fount of life. I don't know if you heard of the fount of life, if you heard of Lebensborn. Right? And actually, Lebensborn is German for fount of life. All right? Very, very interesting here. We're going to get into some etymology. We're going to get into some history. I posted a very interesting picture. I got some pictures, I got some photographs for you, man. Let me go to my Pinterest. Oh, yeah, it's going to get real spicy, man. Make sure you share the live stream, man. We should have goddamn 10,000 motherfuckers in here with these jewels I'm about to drop, man. Have you ever seen a Chinese Nazi? Well, you about to tonight. But, we can't be pulling out the cheesecake and shit till we goddamn get niggas some chips and dip. You know what I mean? Oh, man, I found some crazy shit. We ain't even gonna go there yet. We gonna let everybody get in, man. Get some viewers, man. We just gonna level up every 100. You know what I'm saying? We get 100 people in here, then we're gonna go crazy with the photos. We'll read some shit. Boom. But you're gonna be getting jewels, you know what I'm saying? Straight goddamn. What they call this shit? Diamonds in sauce. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. It ain't even a drip check, it's diamonds and sauce check. Matter of fact, speaking of diamonds and sauce check, I'm about to goddamn shout out everybody in the chat who said anything. You know what I'm talking about? You could say, fuck you, Hawk School, and I will still shout you out at this point. We're going to run it up, and we're going to beat these fucking robots. Shout out to all my moderators. I appreciate y'all, everything you do. I got it turned on the subscribers only mode, so if you want to comment, you do have to subscribe. But we only require you to subscribe for 1 fucking minute, man. Wait a fucking minute, just 1 minute. Trying to eliminate, you know what I'm saying? All the extra spam and shit we get because we over here on these high sciences, you know what I'm saying? So we figuring it out as we go, tribe. You know what I'm saying? You know how we rocking. You know how we rocking, man. It's only one. It can only be one.
Believe however you wanna, huh? There's only one God. There's only one blood covenant book that's floating around here of God Almighty.
Yeah, that's right. So let's talk about Lebensborn. The Fount of Life was an SS-initiated, state-supported, registered association in Nazi Germany with the stated goal of increasing the number of children born who met the Nazi standards of racial pure and healthy Aryans, based on Nazi eugenics, also called racial hygiene. Let's get a good look. We want to get all the faces. Come on over here, man. Come on, join the party. Don't be shy, man. Come on, Nazi eugenics. Where you go? Racial hygiene. We're going to click on it then since you want to hide. Press 1. The term racial hygiene, talking about some hygiene, was used to describe an approach to eugenics in the early 20th century. That's the 1900s, for the new. students, however your class may be down the hallway if you didn't know that, which found its most extensive implementation in Nazi Germany, Nazi eugenics. It was marked by efforts to avoid miscegenation. This is the interbreeding of people who are considered to be members of different races. All right. Oh, man, it's going to get deep. Oh, man, wait. I told you niggas about these Germans. I told you this shit was made up. I told you Germans was made up, bro. Niggas like, man, high school don't know what he talking about. All right. In 10 years, man, in 10 years, that's about how long it take for a nigga to realize I've been telling him the truth. It was marked by efforts to avoid miscegenation, analogous to an animal breeder seeking purebred animals. Now you have to remember, this whole eugenics concept came from some scallywag who was reading about dog breeding and thought he could apply the same methods to human beings. All right. And this is very, very important to consider here, people, because what I've come to realize is that this whole eugenics thing is so deep. This whole theory of evolution is so deep because if it were not for the theory of evolution, this wouldn't even exist. All right. These people have been tricked into believing that they can become something other than what they are because they believe in the theory of evolution. All right. See, that's all these weirdos. I just get wiser and brighter. You know what I'm talking about? Shine so bright, make the sun blind. You know what I'm talking about? But they want to become something. All right. And we can get into where they're coming from. I think that's in the bruh. The bruh. That might be in the bruh files. Let's see. Bruh. Let's see. It's in the bruh files. Oh, yeah, man. I got some shit for y'all in here, man. I got to spin through it real fast because I don't want y'all to see the shit y'all ain't supposed to see yet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to see motherfuckers coming from a different place than your granddaddy came from. Huh, bro? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers different. Oh, he different. Oh, she different. Is she saved? Huh, bro? Oh, yeah. They different. He different. No, you shut up. He different. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they different. They different. That's your man's in them. Oh, man, I'm going to be goddamn rolling up talking big shit through this one, man. I was up all motherfucker. Look, get your cousin, man. Get your cousin. What they call him? Cousin it, right? Cousin it. Ain't that what they call him? See, they want to come and be somebody else, bro. This is real motherfucking shit, dog. Like, I can't make this shit up, bro. Is that in the file, huh, bro? I can't make this shit up. What the fuck? Oh, that's fake, man. You know, these these the real Matrix niggas right here. Them the real Matrix twins. Eco and Iko. We'll put them in the hunt, bro. The man from Mars. 2 albino African-American brothers from Roanoke, Virginia. You know, there's some sideshow niggas real famous and shit. She already in the hunt, bro. But that's something different. We getting too far away. Let's go back. Let's get back to this. All right. So now you understand why a motherfucker reading the goddamn dog grooming book to see what the fuck going on with his cousins at the barbecue. Because he looking like he got down 2 motherfucking exits. Alfred, German physician, biologist, social Darwinist, and eugenicist, known for coining the term racial hygiene, Racial hygiene. Racial hygiene. I can hear him say it. Racial hygiene. They sounding all mad and shit. You know why they mad? Because Hitler was coked out, my nigga. But that's a whole nother bill. We gonna do the drugs later if these niggas don't steal it and fake like they came up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, go ahead, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's a fucking secret, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see what books I checked out in the library, nigga, and then go tell everybody about them, go the fuck on, my nigga. That's the whole point of Hawk School. You know what I'm talking about? We dropping gems. That's what we do, man. Share the live stream. I'm going in, man. I said, man, they keep fucking with my channel, so knowing I could talk about some old rapping, killing niggas type shit, boy, they give me the green light on that motherfucker. Press 1. It's WON. Don't be lazy, man. This is Hawk School. When we say 1, man, it's WON. Learn to speak English first. D, motherfucker, D. The fuck? C battery? D, motherfucker. I digress. Oh, we're gonna get to that too. Oh, you will be seeing the what's them? The goddamn. Oh man, we got black Nazis. We got motherfucking Chinese Nazis. We got Hindustani Nazis. It's just motherfucking. You didn't see the goddamn thumbnail? I don't think I even got it on the screen tonight. But it's goddamn Nazified. You know what I'm saying? Eugenics. I was trying to think of a cool way to goddamn pitch the shit, you know what I'm saying, without YouTube hating. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of reading. And when I read, I see shit. And then when I know I'm talking to a tribe, it made me just want to get extra. So yeah, forgive me. Because I'm on some good. Press 1. I said I was gonna shout y'all out. We almost at 100. Let's do it now. Shout out to the illustrious Confederate Don, Tashawn, the Confederate Don, Tribe, Truth Master Dre, Tribe in the building, Ray Simone, Sadia Marshall, Keith Tolliver, Kimbo Twice. That's raw. Tribe. Welcome to the motherfucking Indian motherfucking council, the High Council of the Atlanteans. D. Harris, Lucicatos is in the building. Tribe. Darius Matthews, Republic of Atlantis is in the building. As a matter of fact, don't forget to subscribe to our backup channel at Atlantis Republic. And I think we're going to be also, you know, I don't want to announce it, man, you know, so I don't want any of these principalities getting in the way of what I'm doing, but I do have some big announcements coming and we're going to be turning up. You know what I mean? We are not stopping. It's Aboriginal America or nothing. Because at the end of the day, man, when we talking about the Atlanteans, they trying to put this whole Aryan thing, they trying to make theyself, they want to be like the Atlanteans. This a whole separate race of motherfuckers that's supposed to be like Atlanteans. Like, you got the Atlanteans, you got the Aryans, you got the, you know what I'm saying? You got Malachi Z. York and them cousins, you know what I mean? But then you got the good old Aboriginal American Negro stock, pure Atlantis, my nigga. Oh, and I'm even show you the map, bro. They gonna snitch on the map. I got their archives. We're gonna watch some movies, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Share the live stream. I still got to do some shout outs, man. There's 76 people in here. I appreciate that. That's not much, but it is packed for a class of the elect. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to yourself if you're here. Shout out to the realest N-word alive. Eastside 1415. Tribe. Navi Poet is in the building. Wakande. Well, I don't know how to say your name. Magazu. And why Navi Poet don't have no tomahawk? Let's fix that. Tribe. Who else we got? 10 AC King is in the building. Tribe. Appreciate you, brother. Brother Rob is here. Shalom, brother. Love, light, and flight above it all. You know how we rocking. The Godfeather is in the building. Tribe. Tonus Bay is here. Wood Yahweh is here. Tribe. Who else we got, man? All you got to do is press 1. Indigenous American Leo is in the building. Tribe. Fear of a Woke Planet. And also Fear of a Woke Planet, I did see that insurance you was talking about. That shit was mind-blowing. I'm going to do a live stream about it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you. And I'm going to drop the link, you know what I'm saying, so niggas could tap in and build, because that's going to be heavyweight shit right there. You really showed me something there. Shout out to the Empress Bijou is in the building. Tribe. Love and Light, a rising Aboriginal, is in the building. Taz, the CEO of 2AM, is big hawking with the tribe. Long live the illustrious, immaculate Republic of Atlantis. For the World to See Media is here. Peace and bliss. A rising Aboriginal. Tribe. We see you. And of course, don't forget the Titan Shy Apis is in the building. I appreciate y'all, man, tapping in. I'm going to drop some jewels for y'all, bro. Let's get back to these scallywags. This was often motivated by the belief in the existence of a racial hierarchy and the related fear that lower races would contaminate a higher one. As with most eugenicists at the time, racial hygienicists believed that the lack of eugenics would lead to rapid social degeneration, the decline of civilization by the spread of inferior characteristics. All right. In this 18th, 19th century. You know, once they done stole all our shit, now they want to clean up. They want to get rid of all their retarded goddamn cousins they brought with them to break in our shit and steal. I digress. Oh, it gets heavy. What do you see? The German eugenicist Alfred Ploetz introduced the term racial hygiene, Rassenhygiene, in 1895. In his Rassenhygiene Basics, Grundlinien einer Rassenhygiene. And ain't that how it seemed like they talk? Or is it just me? He discussed the importance of avoiding counter-selective forces such as war, inbreeding, free healthcare for the poor, alcohol, and venereal diseases. In its earliest incarnation, it was more concerned by the declining birth rate of the German state. In its earliest incarnation, it was more concerned by the declining birth rate of the German state and the increasing number of mentally ill and disabled people in state-run institutions, not in America. We ain't talking about America. That ain't what we talking about, tribe. We talking about the problems they having in Germany. Press 1. Shit different in America, ain't it, Paul Mooney?
We have style, we got flavor, we got rhythm. I mean, the black man in America is the most copied man on this planet, bar none. Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. How about that question?
Motherfucker, you the one you believe in death, huh? Goddamn murderer! Crucify my blessed brother, but when I find them, I'm gonna get them, motherfucker.
And their cost to the state. And once you get into a deep dive on this, you see that in all the propaganda videos, that's what I was telling the tribe, how they were actually marketing to the quote-unquote state of Germany, or whatever they want to call it, the Reich, that I'm sorry, bro, I've been watching so many of these fucking videos. Like, nigga, I've been watching shit that don't even have no English. It's a nigga translating German into French. I'm just watching it for the footage. Hours of this shit, bro. All right. But anyway, so they saying, you know, what it costs all these I told y'all the mentally ill and disabled people in state-run institutions, what an expense they are. They actually tally up the expense to take care of these people for a year, and they tell in the propaganda movies, how it's hurting the Reich. Then it was by the quote-unquote Jewish question. All right. Now, this didn't arise until the 19th and 20th century. Wide-ranging debate in the 19th and 20th century. All right. This shit all brand new, all made up. It's all part of the quote-unquote reset. All right. That's why it all go together, but we connecting so many dots. We done connected all the dots, bro. I don't give a fuck what niggas say. We connecting the dots. All right. Whole Hall School alumni. It says, in the degeneration of the Nordic race into Norden, which would come to dominate philosophy in Germany from the 1920s. All right, brand new. This shit brand new. During the last year of the 19th century, the German racial hygienists Alfred Plowitz and Wilhelm Schallmeyer regarded certain people as inferior, and they opposed their ability to procreate. These theorists believed that all human behaviors, including crime, alcoholism, and divorce, were caused by genetics. During the 1930s and 1940s, institutes in Nazi Germany studied genetics, created blah, 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 blah. Let's watch a movie. See if we could get away with it. I'm going to keep my face on the screen. Maybe that, then they know, goddamn, this ain't the same video. We doing a reaction. Press 1. Check this shit out. But they be showing the maps and shit. And they be having the footage, They stole this shit, but like I told niggas, man, it's hard to like figure this shit out. Like, ain't nobody just gonna give it to you like on no plate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta go. It's like goddamn being a medicine man with this shit. Cause you really gotta like go find each little motherfucking ingredient to cook this shit up. You know what I mean? That's a fact. So support the motherfucking channel and goddamn share the live stream.
Stupid bitch. It's not of competition, it's of cooperation. Stupid ass house nigga.
Learn from it.
Irene's story begins in a small town in Czechoslovakia in the
Hold on, I actually think if I play it through my headset, it's loud.
1930s. She lived there with her father, who ran a lumber yard, her mother, who stayed.
Okay, now let's first see. Let's get a good look now. This bitch way in goddamn Protragi, Czechoslovakia. Okay, she's a Slav. Origin of the word slave. All right. Germany way the fuck over here. All right. You got Poland, Czechoslovakia, Australia, Hungary, Romania. All right. Fucking Caucasus. All right. You follow me?
Stayed at home with the children. An older.
Can y'all hear that loud and clear, man? Let me get some gems in the chat if you hear me loud and clear. Shout out to Zoe Hustle in the building. Tribe. Grateful is in the building. High vibrations. It is an amazing day. We're going to do it right.
Older brother, an older sister, and 3 younger siblings. During her childhood, Irene and her family lived a very normal small-town life until the Nazi Party began to take hold across Eastern Europe. In 1939, the Germans and
this bitch gonna get me caught up with all this music, Tribe. I already know the play. Playing these old weird ass goddamn witchcraft songs and shit, man. Share the live stream. Shout out to everybody that just tuned in, man. Shout out to everybody that's sneaking and geeking, man, and don't want to talk. We appreciate you, man, for tapping in. Or maybe you just haven't subscribed. All you have to do is subscribe for 1 minute, and you could join the conversation, man. You could join the elect. But make sure you keep some respect.
And that's when I was 12, 13, where we had to wear a yellow star on our clothes. And so, you know.
And I found something very strange about this. When I was looking up the etymology, did I do the etymology on Jude? Yes, I did. Maybe this will help me not goddamn get hated on. So I'm doing the etymology on Jude, just doing my regular thing. Because, I thought it would say Judah, you know what I mean? But it said Jude, and I thought it was strange that it said Jude, so I looked up Jude. Okay, Hellenized form of Judah, okay? Maintained in the Bible for the name of two disciples of Christ to distinguish them, all right? To distinguish them from Judas, all right? So they not Judas, they Jew, but it's been Hellenized, which basically means it's a motherfucker who don't speak goddamn Hebrew, so they saying it in Greek. It's the Greek way of saying it, all right? And we all know who Judas is. And it kind of just goes around and around in some little witch circle with these words when you look in the etymology dictionary. Judah, proper name, biblical son of Jacob by Leah, also name of a tribe of Israel from Hebrew. Yehuda from stem YDAH, literally praised. All right. That's the same thing that Muhammad means, praised. Praiseworthy, praised one. In Arabic, it's Muhammad. Ahmed means praised, worthy. All right. All of these are like archetypes for Atlanteans. All right. So don't be so quick to disregard Jesus, nigga. You are Jesus. Just because you've been staring at that picture of that white man at your goddamn grandmama house don't mean Jesus ain't you. You know what I'm talking about? So don't be so quick to throw these books away, listening to these old Freemason ass spies. And we're gonna get to that too. Oh yeah, they in on it. They always in on it. They always in on it. All right. Judas, biblical betrayer of Christ, Latin form of Greek, Iudis from Hebrew, Yehuda. Well, is it all the same? You're going to see Judah, all right? He was supposed to have had red hair as a name for a malicious traitor. It is attested from late 15th century. Judas priest as an exclamation in place of Jesus Christ is from 1914. All right? So when motherfuckers be like, Jesus Christ, they used to say, Judas priest, the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? That's interesting. Judas tree, 1660s. Suppose it was a type from which Judas hanged himself, the Judas goat, 1941. All right. All new shit. But you're just going to go round and round because you just told me to see Judah. All right. So we go see Judah. Judas. All right. See Judah. Like, what is we doing here, people? Round and round? Merry-go-round? The fuck? Which language? Upside down world. I digress.
No, that was and certainly wasn't safe. It was a small farming town, and the 6th grade was the end.
It's all right, Mama Bear. You ain't got to be nobody, Jesus.
Of education. So Our parents were very keen on sending us for more education. So as we got to be past 6th grade, by this time I was the third one who was sent to the big city to commute. And I actually went on the train, which was on, and they did 6th grade.
So she already commuting on the train, all right? As soon as the shit pop off, but they putting a star on them, all right? Just before they shut it down, they starting the program. And let's get back to the Fountain of Life real quick, because I didn't even get to the heart of what that whole program is, all right? They kind of got you, you know, they deter you with all this old extra weird shit, all right? In Nazi propaganda, the term race was often interchangeably used to mean the Aryan or Germanic Übermenschen, which was said to represent an ideal and pure master race, is a pseudo-scientific concept in Nazi ideology in which the putative Aryan race, quote unquote, is deemed the pinnacle of human racial hierarchy. Members referred to as Herrenmenschen. In the 1930s, all right, brand new shit, under eugenicist Ernest Rudin, National Socialists, all right, so this is where you get your Black Panthers and your goddamn Black Lives Matter and your motherfucking, all these old niggas that want you to kick up dust, they're socialists and communists, all right? These niggas is fucking commies, spies, nigga. And I'm a motherfucking patriot, nigga, because this is our land, press one. See, the shit is different when you home already, talking about this shit, looking at this shit. See, we ain't no immigrants. Black man. I digress. That belief in the importance of German racial purity often served as the theoretical backbone of Nazi policies of racial superiority and later genocide. The policies began in 1935. And you know what's funny? Hold on. When the National Socialists, all right, enacted Nuremberger laws, all right, which legislated racial purity by forbidding sexual relations and marriages between Aryans and non-Aryans. Rassenschändung. Looking at us. Racial shame. It sounds like they saying everything, but it's like they speak in English, but they retarded. Don't it seem like you can hear the words like Rassenschändung? Like, what the fuck did you just say, nigga? Rassenschändung. Nigga, what? Rassenschändung. Racial shame, nigga. Can you speak English? Rassenschändung. It's German. No, nigga, you retarded, bro. Why do all this shit sound like a nigga speaking English retarded? Is it just me? Maybe I read too much. Racial hygienicists played key roles in the Holocaust. The German National Socialist effort to purge Europe of Jews, all right, Romani people, Slavs, all right. I want to get rid of them. Blacks, all right, blacks, mixed race people, all right, Métis, Muwalid, colored, Douglas, half-caste, polyethnic, mixed race, biracial, mitho, everything. Sheesh. Get rid of all of them. And physically or intellectually disabled people. So yeah, retarded people got to go. No pass for you. Respectfully. This is for educational purposes only. And the Action T4 program was a campaign of mass murder by involuntary euthanasia in Nazi Germany. The term was first used in post-war trials against doctors who had been involved in the killing. The name T4 is an abbreviation of Tiergartenstrabe 4, a street address of the chancellor, wherever the fuck they killing niggas at. All right. Action T4. I thought this was German. Action sure seems like action with a motherfucking K, nigga. What the fuck? Shout out to Sweet Pea in the building. You like? Go ahead and pull up a chair. There's plenty of room. Tribe. Indigenous. Rico Leo. Yeah, Tribe. You already here. Shout out to everybody just tapped in. More fire. You know how we rockin' Shabbos. I do it for us. This is a young Rhinelander who was classified as a Rhineland bastard and hereditarily unfit under the Nazi regime as a result of his mixed race heritage. Right? Clearly an American Negro and a German. Clearly. Maybe it's just me. Oh my, blah, blah, blah. So it's very interesting, and I really want to, it's going to take us down a rabbit hole with this whole Yaqub thing. The doctors, the ministers, the nurses, the cremators. Press 1. Just remember that. The methods and equipment that had been used in the murder of thousands of mentally ill persons were then transferred to concentration camps because the materials and resources needed to efficiently murder large numbers of people existed and had been proven successful. The nurses and the staff who had assisted and performed, that would be the doctors, the nurses, all right, and the staff who had assisted and performed the killings were then moved along with the gas chamber to the concentration camps, which were built in order to be able to replicate the mass murders repeatedly. And, you know, I find it interesting when we learn in the lessons, and I think I'm going to be doing a build on that. Yeah, we're going to be doing a whole live stream on this. Yaqub, the father of mankind, Elijah Muhammad. And according to this, Yaqub is a black scientist introduced to the public by Elijah Muhammad. Bear in mind. Elijah Muhammad told of his history as being the father of mankind or the maker of the white race. This teaching proved to be one of the most explosive within the Nation of Islam's theological and mathematical doctrine, thought to be a myth, especially among those who gravitated more towards Orthodox Islam or Christian Science, which, by the way, don't accept Elijah Muhammad as being authentic. But since the cloning of the sheep Dolly and other organic species, the facts that Elijah Muhammad attributed to this man cannot be discounted unless we all suddenly agree that Dolly never happened. This book is very controversial, but so is any information that is denied because of the fear of its impact on society. Professor Mendel's theory of grafting was resisted until scientists began testing. Once the proof is present, talk became moot. All right. Who had assisted and performed the killings were then moved along with the gas chamber to the concentration camps, which were built in order to be able to replicate the mass murders repeatedly. The doctors, all right. All we need now is the ministers and the cremators, right? The doctors who carried out experiments on the prisoners in concentration camps specialized in racial hygiene and used the supposed science to back their medical experiments. All right. So everybody want to throw Hitler under the bus now, but what I'm going to expose to you is that everybody was with the shit tribe, and the shit just fell through, and this nigga had to take the fall. That's all that happened. I'm about to show you. Everybody was with the shit, bro. Which I show you these motherfucking Nazis all in America. All in black and white, all in uniform. Oh, wait till you see the Chinese Nazis. The Chinese Nazis. Yep. Shit gonna get spooky, man. Real spooky. Hope you're ready. You see Dr. Evil? Dr. Evil is really a character based on one of the doctors from the Nazi camps. I can't make this shit up, bro. He even looked like the nigga. Some of the experiments were used for general medical research. All right? We're just doing research. That's all. Just a little medical research. For example, by injecting prisoners with known diseases to test vaccines or possible cures. That's all. Just a little vaccinations. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna hurt you. That's all. Other experiments were used to further the Germans' war strategy by putting prisoners in vacuum chambers to see what could happen to pilots' bodies if they were ejected at high altitude, or immerse prisoners in ice water to see how long they would survive, and what materials could be used to prolong life if worn by German pilots shot down over the English Channel. Everybody is a fucking experiment, bro. That's what I'm telling you. Atlantis was positive, free energy, nigga. We goddamn got motherfucking. We ain't even got to walk on the sidewalk. The sidewalk goddamn doing the motherfucking Running Man on its own. All these goddamn pyramids they finding, ain't no weapons at these sites because ain't nobody fighting. Press 1. The 1 is for 1. WON. This is Hawk School for the gifted and the elect. 1 is 3 letters, nigga. The fuck? It's not a number. It's like algebra, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Calculus and shit like that. Don DeMarco. You know what I'm saying? The precursors of this notion were earlier medical experiments. Let's get a little motherfucker. Goddamn background music, man. You know what I'm saying? There we go. The precursors of this notion were earlier medical experiments which German doctors performed on African prisoners of war in concentration camps in Namibia. I don't fucking know, bro. I'm from down south. During the Hirora and Namakua genocide. All right? Did you know about this? That's not what we're talking about, though. All right? Boom, boom, boom. And I really want to watch. I will watch this first. Let me get some gems in the chat. GEM, gem. Just spell it, man. It'll pop up. Diamonds, baby. Let's get some ice in the motherfucking chat if you're learning something. But we still have to talk about the fount of life. All right? Because you see, they try to divert us, even though we learned a lot. We all the way in racial hygiene. We're supposed to be talking about the fount of life. Let's get back to that now that we got a little background. But, you know, we want to make sure that we're covering everything. Lebensborn was established by Heinrich Himmler and provided welfare to its mostly unmarried mothers. All right. It encouraged anonymous births by unmarried women at the maternity homes. All right. And mediated adoption of children by likewise racially pure and healthy parents, particularly SS members and their families. Okay? Incubator babies. Press 1. Wonder where that was coming from? Oh, okay. We learning something. I see all diamonds. Tribe. We learning something. The Cross of Honor of the German Mother. Oh, what do we have here? Okay. The Reich Deutsche. The German Reich Deutsche. Look, it says Dutch right here. But anyway, was given to the women who bore the most Aryan children. Abortion was legalized and more commonly endorsed by the Nazis for disabled and non-Germanic children, but strictly punished otherwise. This is the origin of all this. You wonder why your great grandmama them had so many goddamn kids, because wasn't nobody getting no abortions. Like y'all goddamn act like it's goddamn birth control pill. Wasn't nobody taking morning after pills. All right? That's these motherfuckers get with all these hairy ass babies. Let's see. Well, Hawk School, I mean, it's Wikipedia, man. All right. We got another one. What do we call this one? We call this Hansel and Gretel. Where is it? We got all types of shit, man. I just spent hours just finding pictures. Let's go to Hansel and Gretel. Oh, man, shit gets spooky over here. shit gets spooky. Matter of fact, where the one with the little nigga smoke? Look at this nigga, bro. Whose son is this, bro? Whose son is this, bro, with this pipe? What time he get off work? That's that nigga called the weed man. The fuck? See what I'm saying? This Russia, Imperial Russia. Alright. Grand Duke Constantine of Russia with his two eldest children, Princess Lone and Gravel. All the Konstantinovici children were frail in childhood and suffered from various ailments, okay? Hitler killing all these niggas and their kids because they all inbred. You know what I'm saying? It's the result of all these years of inbreeding. The fuck? The fuck? Oh, that's a drawing. I want to say, what the fuck? But the sad thing is, it's a lot of shit that ain't drawings. You know what I'm saying? Let me not get distracted. That's how it be, man. So you gotta goddamn. We'll put them in the Humbro file. You see what I'm saying? Your homeboy Hitler murking all of these motherfuckers. All the goddamn he done killed the whole goddamn Lord of the Rings. Alright? He's smoking all of them. He getting rid of all of them. Bro? Add them to the file. See, y'all think all this old elf and gnome shit, y'all think this shit made up, bro. These motherfuckers different. They different. Oh, no. I gotta get out of here. Boy, you see this bitch come running out the motherfucking closet across the room, boy? I got down shit a motherfucking brick, boy. The fuck? They trying to get rid of them. Well, it's about 10 of these motherfuckers that's niggas. You know what I'm saying? In all the history. This shit, bro. Y'all think this shit is a joke, bro? All this little motherfucker living in these little tiny houses and elves and oh man, ain't no such thing as that shit. It was shitting me. Shitting me. The fuck is you talking about? This bitch from Mexico. Lilliputian. Today is the birthday of Lucia Zarate, 1864 to 1890, one of the tiniest people ever recorded since civilization started keeping track of such things, born in San Carlos, Mexico. All right? We ain't even here to goddamn learn about this bitch, but she's in the Humbro files. Let me get back to the goddamn, I'm not even supposed to be in the Humbro section. We supposed to be in the goddamn Hansel and Gretel section. Make sure you subscribe, man, if you're new. We supposed to be Hansel and Gretel. We'll get to Nazi-fied. Y'all be thinking all this shit is from fairy tales and shit. Like, nah, bro. They ran about real people. Just weird ass shit. Is that Holland? What kind of stupid motherfucker makes shoes out of wood, bro? Then you got your motherfucking Native American cousin right with him. Right with the bullshit. What time this nigga get off work? Oh, you thought he was G'd up? This nigga ain't got no fucking shoes on, bro. Alright? Yeah, that nigga working his goddamn daddy farm. Don't worry about that. Look at this little nigga right here at the goddamn camp. getting checked in. Joseph Schleifenstein, wearing his old Buchenwald uniform, is interviewed by journalists. Looking ass. See what I'm saying? Because I was looking at the pictures and I'm like, man, I was watching an old video and I'm like, man, them niggas don't look white, bro. You know what I'm saying? The little soldier niggas. I'm like, hold on, bro. Them niggas ain't white. My man, that look like a Chinese nigga. And I thought I was tripping on some high shit. You know what I'm saying? We got 100 people in here. Yeah, I can show y'all some pictures. Where is it? We're gonna go and show y'all some of these goddamn. I said, man, these niggas ain't white, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. What this nigga doing, bro? Hold on. That look like it might be a made-up movie. Hold on. I want to show you the real shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to show you the real shit. I want to show you the real goddamn. Look, this nigga cutting his eye like, oh shit, that nigga done caught me in a goddamn Nazi uniform. I hope this shit don't go public. Yeah, caught you, boy. The fuck is these Chinese boys doing? Yankee Joe uniforms, weapons, and vehicles of the U.S. Armed Forces. Like the Confederate uniforms, there's been much talk and speculation about this as well. What the fuck? The hell is going on, tribe? I told you I was going to show you a goddamn Chinese Nazi. And I said, let me show the niggas one with a gun. Goddamn, so they know it ain't goddamn for play, shawty. It's the real goddamn, what they call it? Reichenfaustskling. Go back, man. We got some old niggas in the Nazi-fied. Old Nazi-fied ass nigga here. The old Nazi-fied ass niggas, bro. Come on, man. What the fuck is these niggas doing? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. The fuck is going on, tribe? Share the live stream, man. It's up.
Yep. Wild Indian, yeah.
Hey, V, line them up.
I'm a wild Indian, you know I go crazy. Ain't really Indian, that boy fugazi. I just keep it player, you can never play me. You got an ass so fat, girl, let's make a baby. And another one. Then I'm back to the trap, I'm trying to double some. She a bad woke chick and I love her tongue. We some jurisdiction boys, we some one-on-ones. Look, don't compare me to no Martin dog, I'm like Malcolm X. Die by our freedom, we'll leave a crack and stretch. Round of applause, boy, you know we clapping text. Chucky dog, child play, yeah, nigga, that's what's next. Open up the cans just like Arizona. Pull up masked up like we got the Rona. We set up jurisdictions when we bought a corner. How you claiming that's your hood and you not the owner? Be the B, I just pulled up in the need for speed. Free the land, tell the colonizers that they need to leave. Wild Indian up in my veins, you know how we bleed. You ain't gotta lie about who we is, dog, just keep it G. We at war, we can't keep the peace. Since we at war, gotta keep the peace. Whack a cone, then I meditate. Should I need to breathe? Keep a Olmec head when we slide, dog, cause we the shit.
Like my niggas said, bitch, we the shit. I can't keep the peace. If it pop off, then I want a piece. I'm just on release. I'm in go mode, motherfucker thief. In these streets like EBT, when we at war, make peace with me. I don't give a damn, understand. Fuck who stole this land, white or black or tan. Understand, it's fuck who stole this land. Might have seen me get little buddy these hands. He wasn't no abo man. A lot of these dudes is Sambo man. They full of shit like my ammo can. What they call an N-word out the wrong mouth as an ambulance. Wild Indian, get it in advance, or you can post date it. Ask around, I'm the most hated. Straight sacred, they stole acreage. Go ape shit, show ain't shit. It won't be televised, I don't tape shit.
Be the B, I just pulled up in the need for speed. Free the land, tell the colonizers that they need to leave. Wild Indian up in my veins, you know how we bleed. You ain't gotta lie about who we is, dog, just keep it G. We at war, we can't keep the peace. Since we at war, gotta keep the peace. Whack a cone, then I meditate. Should I need to breathe? Keep a Olmec head when we slide, dog, cause we the shit.
Peace to the tribe. Share the live. It's up. Tribe. Peace to all the tribes, man. Make sure you hit that like and share this live, man. You already know how we rocking, man. So let them know, man. It's up. The Hawks is out. You know what I'm talking about? You know what time it is when the Hawks come out, man. Somebody tell them what time it is.
I know ain't nobody seeing me, bro. I know it, bro. I know I'm a legend, bro.
I know it. Peace to the tribes, man. An unexpected partnership in World War II, Nazi Germany and the Republic of China. Look at these photos. A Nazi German officer and the Wehrmacht troops. Right? Wrong. Yeah, all right. Oh, there's more. Don't worry about it. There's more. You wonder where nigger came from? Growing up as a black kid in Nazi Germany. A nigger. Nigger Schornsteinfeger. Chimney sweep. 1933. A young Hans-Jürgen Massaquoi stood in a schoolyard in Hamburg wearing a swastika patch on his sweater. Surrounded by the load of fair-haired, blue-eyed kids that you see in the photo above, young Hans-Jürgen, the son of a German nurse and a Liberian diplomat. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So you know that's an American Indian, right? The grandson of Mumala Massaquoi. This is a straight fucking Indian. The Consul General of Liberia. Now, I could be wrong, you know? And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I haven't really looked into it. But I do know what nigger means. Press 1. Oh, there's more. Let's go back to Nazi 5. Where else? You got the black Nazi. I told you. You got Chinese Nazis, black Nazi. Okay. Black German soldier in Czechoslovakia. All right. So what we got so far, we got Chinese Nazis, black Nazis, all right? Baby black Nazis, okay? Follow me? You see that boy sweater? He got the goddamn pink polo, all right? These the German brown babies. They advertising them in Jet magazine. Ebony and shit. German brown babies. Brown babies get Americanized in the U.S. Only 4 months. German brown babies, Annalise and Edward, adopted by Mr. and Mrs. Edward Cardwell of Washington, D.C., have quickly caught on to American habits, especially that of watching their favorite programs. All right? So these the little mixed kids that done hopped off the train from Germany. But they said, oh, they good stock. You know, they might have came from a diplomat. This is from Jet magazine, 1953. Fuck is you talking about? Brown babies become Americanized. Fuck is y'all talking about? Your master teacher sucks dick. Literally. No, literally. Afro-Germans? Oh, look. Oh, he just looking at pictures. Let's go see the niggers. Growing up as a black kid in Nazi Germany, nigger, Schwarzstein figure. All right? Because these motherfuckers is the Klan, goddamn. Coming over here. Why you think they got all these good horse skills, nigga? All these Nazi niggas was horsemen and shit. German motherfuckers. That was part of being chosen. So you could infiltrate Atlantis. Don't be a sucker. Remember I told you, don't be a sucker. Don't be a blow pop, nigga.
You shut the fuck up when I'm talking to you, boy. Bitch made boy.
It is no longer you who live, but Christ who lives in you. Well, I know you want to put Christ in a little box. Like you formed Christ up brought his ass up from the earth and breathed life into him. Nah, I'm God, motherfucker, and I'm not who you thought I was, motherfucker.
Might need a mop bucket, Glock 40 on me, I'm up, walk through the crowd like fuck it, nigga drip on slip and fall, might need a mop bucket, big booty bitch, she lucky, touching all on me in public.
In 1933, a young Hans-Jürgen Massaquoi stood in a schoolyard in Hamburg wearing a swastika patch on his sweater, surrounded by the load of fair-haired, blue-eyed kids that you see in the photo above. Young Hans-Jürgen, the son of a German nurse and a Liberian diplomat, the grandson of Mamula Massaquoi, the consul general of Liberia in Germany at the time, managed to survive under Adolf Hitler's Nazi regime. I survived because of a loophole in racial laws. Nigga, you are black. The fuck is you talking about? We weren't such a significant number so as to be noticed by the Nazis, wrote Massaquoi. No, nigga, you a goddamn Freemason spy, nigga. His autobiography, Destined to Witness, Growing Up Black in Nazi Germany. Germany's black population during the Nazi period was minimal, maybe a few thousand at most among the 65 million people living in Germany at the time. Massaquoi was the grandson of the Liberian consul in Germany. Fucking all on a Nazi bitch. So, I mean, y'all gotta be cool. Press 1. You got some pussy. You couldn't be that hated. So his kid's big as shit. Press 1. This nigga wasn't just born. A little Northwest over here. How long Northwest been around? I think about 6. I think I got him in the Nazi-fied photos already. Let's get Nazi-fied. Everybody get Nazi-fied. Yeah. Get Nazi-fied, boy. Hold on. Listen, I got some Hindustani Nazis too. I think I'll say them if we could get to 200, man. Share the live stream. Once we get to 200, man, I'll show y'all the goddamn. What's this? I'm going to show you the goddamn Hindustani Nazis and, nigga, I'm going to show you the giant Nazi. You know what I mean? Let's get back to some knowledge. I don't want to listen to this Freemason story. Let's move on. Is it too early to talk about William Dudley Pelley, notorious American fascist who lived for a decade in Asheville, North Carolina as leader of the Silver Shirts? Pelley preached a toxic brew of anti-Semitism, nationalism, and mysticism, ironically. Born 1885 in Lynn, Massachusetts, son of William and Grace Goodell Pelley, at the age of 19, he began publishing The Philosopher, the first of his many publications. After a stint editing a Vermont newspaper, Pelley went abroad to work as a journalist. He covered the Russian Civil War as a correspondent for the Saturday Evening Post. Agent. After returning to the United States, Pelley moved to California and worked as a novelist, screenwriter, and magazine publisher. In 1928, however, he underwent a startling spiritual transformation. He claimed to have an out-of-body experience and have spent 7 minutes in eternity. His retelling of the event, published in America magazine, won him national fame. Because this nigga on some goddamn, he done licked a motherfucker. Somebody gave him a toad. He done smoked some toad. The fuck is he? Pelly then moved to Asheville, North Carolina, where he oversaw an ever-expanding empire dedicated to his liberation theology. Not to be confused with the theology that motivated civil rights protesters in the 1950s and 1960s. To spread, why would the fuck would you say that? Nobody was thinking that. Press 1. Like, what the fuck? Nobody was thinking that. But we know now. To spread his peculiar mix of Christianity and mysticism, Pelly founded Galahad Press and used it to publish the New Liberator magazine. Galahad Press was soon complemented by Galahad College. The college offered courses in ethical history, spiritual eugenics, and cosmic mathematics. Adolf Hitler's rise to power had an electric effect on Pelly. He's in North Carolina, mind you. On January 31st, 1933, the day after Hitler took control in Germany, Pelly founded the Silver Legion of America. Oh, wait a minute. Better known as the Silver Shirts. The Silver Shirts were deliberately modeled on the Nazi brown shirts. Its members wore a military-style uniform of corduroy trousers, a blue tie, and a silver shirt with a red L over the heart. Chapters of the Silver Shirts sprang up in 22 different states, although Pelly claimed to have as many as 100,000 followers. The actual number was closer to 15,000. Don't lie now, Freemason. Don't lie now. Early in the Eventually, President Franklin D. Roosevelt stopped Pelly's increasingly disturbing rhetoric. Roosevelt asked Attorney General Francis Biddle to investigate Pelly on charges of sedation and insurrection. Pelly was arrested in April 1942, tried and found guilty on 11 charges. Oh, Freemasons, you shouldn't have. He was sentenced to 15 years. In a federal penitentiary in Terre Haute, Indiana. After being released in 1952, Pelly spent the rest of his life in Noblesville. There he developed an elaborate religious philosophy called soulcraft, based on his belief in UFOs and extraterrestrials. He died June 30th, 1965. I bet those motherfuckers still got a website over there sucking dick still. I bet. I mean, these motherfuckers like 1,000 years old. Let's see if their address is still good. I bet it is. And you know it's weird. And you gotta log in. Witchcraft ass bullshit. The Buchenwald Children of Forgotten History. Mm-hmm.
It was the end of education. So our parents were very keen on sending us for more education. So as we got to be past 6th grade, by this time I was the third one who was sent to the big city to commute. And I actually went on a train, which was most unusual. It was a one-track railroad town. And sometimes I was the only one getting on and off. And it was the far
from schools and used.
I didn't put it on because there I had no protection whatsoever with it. When the train came, I took it off and put it in my pocket. And then I would, in the big city where I had to walk from the train to the school, I didn't put it on because there I had no protection whatsoever, you know. But this only lasted a few trips because once they stopped, they threw us out from school. There was no reason to go anymore. But it was a terrible thing because you were marked, you were a target.
The Nazis were slowly separating Jews from society, forcing them to wear a yellow star, banning them from schools, and using propaganda to portray them as the source of society's problems. Unfortunately, too many people were falling for it.
The farmers' young sons who suddenly had power, all they had to do is put on a swastika band on their arm, and they were like deputized. They were the law. And
what does that sound like to y'all? Sound like Jim Crow to me, don't it? You just deputizing whoever you want. Now they above the law. I told you this was a worldwide campaign, man. I had to roll up, bro. Shit getting kind of heavy. Same shit, same uniforms as the Boy Scouts, I might add.
And from other towns, these young guys would roam around and go to do harm to Jews. You know, they'd pull out an older man from the family, they'd think it's a good sport, they'd cut his beard, and it'd buy why people do you harm or take out anything from you.
Of the Jewish question.
Of something. We were guilty of being alive, just shouting, leave everything. There are buried some kind of countries, auditoriums, not countries, not what they're exaggerating. They had some trauma, they experienced something, but, you know, so that was our knowledge of what's happening in Nazi-occupied countries, not gas chambers, not crematoriums, not wholesale genocide, none of that. Finally, the train stopped. We are at some kind of a camp, my father announced. There are barracks here. This must be a work camp. Relief flooded over us. We were not going to be shot in the forest in Poland.
Most of the people on the train with Irene were unaware that extermination camps existed. They had no idea that they had just arrived at the most notorious of all Nazi death camps, Auschwitz-Birkenau. When Irene arrived in May of 1944, Auschwitz Nazis were murdering an average of 6,000 Jews a day, most of them within an hour of getting off the train.
There was a lot of shouting, leave everything.
See, they was on the Pharaoh shit. He killing all the men. Saving all the kids. And then they picking and choosing which kids they want to keep. And then they bringing them, shipping them over here. Whole bassinet. Let's go to my playlist. I got a Nazified playlist. I was trying to, get the live stream going before we start goddamn rolling the dice with the bots. Shout out to everybody that just tuned in, man. You are now rocking with the Incredible Hulk live from the immaculate, illustrious, majestic Republic of Atlantis. Press 1. The 1 is for 1 because we already won. It's checkup time.
Not even how you thought. Niggas, checkup time. Time to pay the piper. Well, but you don't have to, huh? You got rights to believe however you want to, huh? There's only one God. There's only one blood covenant book that's floating around here of God Almighty. Not a covenant of a man would make house niggas, Ku Klux Klan members, and everyone to feel like they can just shuffle their ass foot about getting about the business I'm talking about.
The Hitler's regime, there was a program called Lebensborn, where racially pure women slept with SS officer for the purpose of having ardent children. Nazi authorities created the Lebensborn program to increase Germany's population pregnant German women deemed racially valuable were encouraged to give birth to their children at Lebensborn homes. During World War II, the program became complicit in the kidnapping of foreign children with physical features considered Aryan by the Nazis. The Lebensborn program was created by the SS in late 1935 in order to promote the growth of Germany's healthy Aryan population. The term Lebensborn itself means fount of life. The program was designed to be the wellspring of future generation descendant from those whom Nazi authorities deemed racially valuable. It originally focuses on encouraging SS men to have large families and discouraging unmarried pregnant Aryan women from seeking illegal abortion. SS leader Heinrich Himmler believed that the men of the SS were the biological and racial elite of Nazi Germany, and he urged them to have large families. SS members and their brides have to pass medical examination and establish their Aryan ancestry before they could marry. This measure was taken to ensure that their children would be racially valuable. He encouraged SS men to marry early and have at least 4 children. Lebensborn provided financial assistance to SS men with large families. The Nazi regime encouraged the birth of children deemed racially valuable in order to increase Germany's Aryan population. This campaign closely reflected the regime racial ideology and theories of eugenics. The Lebensborn program was designed by the SS to increase Germany's declining birth rate. It was originally intended to provide pregnant Aryan women with financial assistance, adoption service, and a series of private.
The welfare system. All right. Started in Germany. Nazi Germany, I might add. I digress.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
Maternity homes where they could give birth. By the end of World War II, Lebensborn became involved in the Nazi regime's systematic kidnapping of thousands of biologically valuable foreign children. Thousands of biologically valuable foreign children. Systematic kidnapping of thousands of biologically valuable foreign children. Systematic kidnapping of thousands of biologically valuable foreign children. Systematic kidnapping of thousands of biologically. Lebensborn.
What he say?
In the Nazi regime's systematic kidnapping of thousands of biologically valuable foreign children to be raised in German homes.
During the Third Reich, there was a program called Lebensborn where racially pure women slept with SS officers in the hopes of producing Aryan children. An estimated 20,000 children were born during 12 years. What I told you, don't be a sucker.
If you are about to write a dissertation,
boy, if you don't get that motherfucking 17 head off the motherfucking screen, boy, goddamn head like that, boy, you don't get that motherfucker blowed out, shout it.
What a punk. What a fool. Mark.
Von Bolschwing not only continued his work with the CIA, but the CIA relocated him and his family to New York, him, his wife, and his teenage son. And they did so, they said, as a quote-unquote reward for his loyal service in Austria after the war, and in view of, this again is their word, not mine, the innocuousness of his work with the Nazis. Now, innocuousness is a strange word to use when you consider that Otto von Bolschwing was a top aide to this man, who some of you may recognize. This is Adolf Eichmann, who was the architect of the final solution. Von Bolschwing was a top advisor in the SD's Jewish Affairs office, and he wrote these hideous white papers in the years before the war started for Eichmann. Here's a...
The white papers. So you mean the white papers, the crypto The crypto white paper started in Nazi Germany too? What the fuck? Press 1.
When I say, who's the master? You say,
in the SD's Jewish Affairs Office, and he wrote these hideous white papers in the years before the war started for Eichmann. Here's a sampling of something he wrote in a paper that was called The Jewish Problem. This is in 1937, before the start of massive extermination, at a point when Eichmann, von Bolschwing, and other top Nazis were trying to terrorize the Jews into fleeing the country. Von Bolschwing wrote, "A largely anti-Jewish atmosphere must be created among the people in order to form the basis for the continued attack and the effective exclusion of them. The most effective means is the anger of the people leading to excesses in order to take away the sense of security from the Jews. Even though this is an illegal method, it has had a long-standing effect. The Jew has learned a lot through the pogroms of the past century and fears nothing as much as a hostile atmosphere which could go spontaneously against him at any time." So this was the work that the CIA would declare in its own files was innocuous, in their view, as far as his own role with the Nazis. And in fact, von Bolschwing would be protected by the CIA for over 25 years in the United States. You may remember that in 1960, von Bolschwing's old boss, Eichmann, was captured by the Israelis in Argentina in a famous raid that would lead to one of the great trials of the century in Israel. And Eichmann's
Argentina is South America for all you sneakers and geekers who don't know what's happening right now. Share the live stream, man. Fair use, we teach in the class. Bots, the law is on our side. The fuck?
Preaching rapture and disappearing, and it's known, it's written, that the righteous shall inherit the kingdom of God, the earth, and the wicked shall be shaken out.
Execution. Von Bolschwing was very worried, according to the files that I looked at in the National Archives, that the Israelis would come after him next. So he went back to the CIA for help. And in fact, his old CIA handlers met with him in a restaurant in New York, where they assured him that they would continue to protect him in the United States. They would not tell the Israelis who he was or where he was. They would not tell the Justice Department. They would not tell the INS. They would not tell the White House. They would not tell anyone else. There was only one caveat. At that point, von Bolschwing was such a successful businessman in New York, he worked in the export-import business, that he had been nominated for a job with the State Department in India on an export panel. And the CIA was worried that if that nomination continued, his past ties to Eichmann and his role with the CIA were bound to come out publicly. So they said, if you want our protection, you have to give up that job. Now, believe it or not, von Bolschwing at first protested. He said, you know, I've earned that job, I want it. The CIA said, you either give up that job or we out you. He gave up the job, and it was another 20 years before, I'm sorry, I thought I had a picture of him, another 20 years before von Bolschwing was discovered by the Justice Department living in Sacramento on his deathbed. There are many others like
living in Sacramento on his deathbed.
them. Just to look at a couple. This is a man by the name of Walter Hilger. You see him here in his Nazi uniform. He was a top foreign affairs specialist on Soviet affairs for Hitler. He was with Hitler towards the end of the war in one of his bunkers. And his immediate boss, a Nazi general named Ribbentrop, his ties to war crimes were so hideous that his boss was executed at Nuremberg. Not only wasn't Hilger executed, but he was brought to the United States and lived in Washington for years as a covert analyst for the CIA. He would give briefings at Langley on Soviet affairs, and he lived openly in Washington. He was even listed in the white pages, and he held academic cover with institutions like Harvard. He was completely unremorseful. He wrote his memoirs years later, and he said that for anyone who thinks he has anything to apologize for, he has no regrets. These were the costs of war. And it was years before anyone realized who he was or what he had done with the Nazis. This is another man, Arthur Rudolph, one of the scientists that I mentioned, the 1600 who came here under Operation Paperclip. Now, this at first was a secret program when the United States, within months of the end of the war, began bringing dozens of rocketeers, including Rudolph and his boss, Werner von Braun, and his boss, General Dornberger, to the United States.
The Rocketeer. All right. Now I got to watch that movie all over again. The Rocketeers are Germans. All right. That's about a fucking German, bro. The fuck?
States to military bases in Alabama and Texas, Ohio. This is another man, Arthur Rudolph, one of the scientists that I mentioned, the 1600 who came here under Operation Paperclip. Now, this at first was a secret program in the United States. Within months of the end of the war, began bringing. This is another man, Arthur Rudolph, one of the scientists that I mentioned, the 1600 who came here under Operation Paperclip. Now, this at first was a secret program when the United States, within months of the end of the war, began bringing dozens.
Hold on, I don't think you heard him.
This is another man, Arthur Rudolph, one of the scientists that I mentioned, the 1600 who came here under Operation Paperclip.
I'm gonna rewind it so you can see it on the screen. How many scientists came here? Put in the chat, how many scientists came here during Operation Paperclip? Shout out He Who Is, Tribe. I see y'all shouting out the illustrious Billy Goat. I don't see you in the chat, but Tribe, shout out Chief Billy Goat, Supreme Chief Holiday, subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to Big Aboriginal Power channel. Subscribe to Aboriginal TV. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out Regal to Aboriginal. New Hawk School alumni in the building, Tribe. Shout out Crypto Cakes Cartel in the building. He Who Is, Tribe. You know how we rockin'. Reginald Jones in the building. 16 hundo for show though, Sly. Tribe. Quiet Storm Sean in the building. Byron Spicer here. 1600 Nazi scientists. Moo ah 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 ah. Make sure y'all hit that like, man. Share this live stream. We dropping jewels. You waiting to see? We got to get to 200 so I can show you the Hindustani Nazi C's with a C and some S's and the giant Nazi still coming up. And that's just part one. Yeah, we going in tonight, Shy. It's the rise of Atlantis, man. Put it on the screen, man. Atlantis is rising. Shit ain't on autopilot. The fuck? Oh, they be hating on the kid. Fuck them. We got more arrows. Press 1.
This is another man, Arthur Rudolph, one of the scientists that I mentioned, the 1600 who came here under Operation Paperclip. Now, this at first was a secret program when the United States, within months of the end of the war, began bringing dozens of rocketeers, including Rudolph and his boss, Werner von Braun, and his boss, General Dornberger, to the United States, to military bases in Alabama, in Texas, Ohio, here in California, in San Diego. But the secret soon got out. It was difficult, the Pentagon would learn, to hide the identities of dozens of elderly Germans with thick German accents in Alabama and Texas. And word soon came out that this program was afoot. Now, the Pentagon at that point in late 1945, early 1946, achieved what I think was a masterful public relations ploy.
All right, we ain't gonna go to sleep listening to goddamn Funkelstein. What I told you, don't be a sucker, man. Don't be a fucking sucker, bro. Don't be a sucker. Don't be a nigger thirsty vigor. Whatever the fuck they said. They disrespectful as shit. It's shite. Shite. Disrespectful as shit, bro. Motherfuckers. I'm gonna turn the sound back on. I want y'all to see what we got here. War Department education film. So you know it's a propaganda film. Okay. So let's get it right. Army Pictorial Service. Don't be a sucker. What I told y'all. Don't be a sucker, man. Don't be a sucker. Yeah. Y'all didn't know they dropped the don't be a sucker? Oh, man, y'all ain't ready for this shit here, bro. For real, I need to have 200 motherfuckers in here to drop this shit. This shit gonna fuck you up, bro. Share the live stream, man.
They charged Jesus with sedition. Didn't they do that? They said he was against Caesar. They said he was discriminating because he told his disciples, go not the way of the Gentiles, but rather go through the lost sheep. He discriminated. Don't go near the Gentiles, go through the lost sheep. Go to the oppressed.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Ride, 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 ride. Literally vibe when you see me ride. Don't you see me switching lanes? Bitch ass niggas switch sides. Don't hate the riders, hate the game. Don't hate the riders, don't hate the riders, don't hate the riders, don't hate me, man. Don't hate ass niggas switching sides. Don't you see me switching lanes? Let me vibe when you see me ride. Don't you?
Let's get to it, man. I'm gonna get some gems in the chat, man. If you hear me loud and clear, man, check this shit out. Let me make sure. Okay, we HD. Yeah, we 1080p, baby. We 1080p. Press 1.
With different religions, different colored skins. Lots of people. Enough to work the farm. There's plenty of food. Big factories to make. And there are other. There's a good old-fashioned word for people like this. We call them suckers. And there are other people. People who stay up nights figuring out how to take away what they've got. There are all kinds of games and all kinds of suckers. Take Mike here, for instance. He's got everything, you might say. He's young, he's healthy, he's got a job. And he's got a country called America. It's a wonderful thing to have. America. Lots of room. Room enough to raise plenty of food. Big factories to make things a man can use. Big cities to do the business of a big country. And people. Lots of people. Enough to work the farm and build the factories, dig the mines, run the business. All kinds of people. People from different countries with different religions, different colored skins. Free people. They can live together and work together and build America together because they're free. Free to vote, to say what they please, go to their own churches, to pick their own jobs. Yeah, Mike's got something, all right. He's got America. But there are guys who stay up nights figuring out how to take that away from him.
I want to give you the truth, folks. The truth about America. I know you've got a lot of questions. You want to know why you're not getting the breaks you deserve. Well, I'm not a politician, but I've made it my business to study these things, and I've been...
Hey, yo, shout out to George Richard III in the chat. He said the Rocketeer did his thing from where I'm from, Huntsville, Alabama. Well, my friend, he was one of the 1,600 Nazis who were scattered about with their heavy accents in Alabama and Texas, I believe we just learned. Press 1. So, yeah.
to know the facts. Now, friends, I'm just an average American. But I'm an American, and some of the things I see in this country of ours make my blood boil. I see people with foreign accents making all the money. I see Negroes holding jobs that belong to me and you. Now I ask you, if we allow this thing to go on, what's going to become of us real Americans?
What he said?
Me and you. Now I ask you, if we allow this thing to go on, what's going to become of us real Americans?
I've heard this kind of talk before, but...
Now, friends, I'm just an average American. But I'm an American, and some of the things I see in this country of ours make my blood boil. I see people with foreign accents making all the money. I see Negroes holding jobs that belong to me and you. Now I ask you, if we allow this thing to go on, what's going to become of us real Americans?
I've heard this kind of talk before, but I never expected to hear it in America.
This fellow seems to know what he's talking about.
Yes, he knows all right.
What's the answer? What are we real Americans going to do about it? You'll find it right here in this little pamphlet. The truth about Negroes and foreigners. The truth about the Catholic Church.
Hey, look at these robots. It say, truth of money grows and foreigners. The truth about the Catholic Church. Money grows. Money grows, bro. We changing our name officially to Money Grows. Fuck it. I'm a Money Grow. We Money Grows. Whole bunch of Money Grows in the chat. Press 1. Press 1 if we got some Money Grows in the chat. Ching ching. Money Grows is in the motherfucking chat, man. Straight up. We can't be no slaves.
But change your motherfucking mindset. You want to know why you ain't got shit? Because you ain't thinking about shit. I come out the door every day with this shit on my mind. I'm going to give me a bag. Fuck wrong with you? I'm going to give me some cash. Change your motherfucking mindset, man. You think pennies, you get pennies. Bitch, I'm thinking dollars.
The devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I ain't worried. Biatch. Stupid bitch.
What's the answer? What are we real Americans going to do about it? You'll find it right here in this little pamphlet. The truth about Negroes and foreigners. The truth about the Catholic Church. Now, friends, these books are free. Paid for by real Americans who want others to know the truth.
Excuse me, young man, but are you actually going to read that stuff?
Sure, why not? You heard what he said, didn't you?
Yes, I heard. Do you believe in that kind of talk?
I don't know, makes pretty good sense to me.
I'm speaking to you as an American. And I tell you, friends, we'll...
An American. That mean he from out of town. Press 1.
We'll never be able to call this country our own until it's a country without. Without what? Yeah, without what? Without Negroes. Without alien foreigners. Without Catholics. Without Freemasons. You know these people.
What's wrong with the Masons? I'm a Mason. Hey, that fella's talking about me.
And that makes a difference, doesn't it?
Without Catholics. Without...
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you something straight off the motherfucking press.
Cause you gonna smell my cologne, Ishimiyaki, on some bar number 9, cause I do not play.
That's the same clone I wear.
Tabernacle, sanctuary, cause we keep God first in everything we do.
Hey.
Get up, bitch. Get up, bitch. Get up. Get up, bitch. Get up, bitch. Get up, bitch. Get up.
Freemasons. You know these people.
What's wrong with the Masons? I'm a Mason.
Alien foreigners. Without Catholics. Without Freemasons.
Without what?
Yeah, without what? Alien foreigners. Without Catholics. Without Freemasons. Without Freemasons. Without Freemasons. Without Freemasons. You know these people.
What's wrong with the Masons? I'm a Mason. Hey, that fella's talking about me.
And that makes a difference, doesn't it?
These are your enemies. These are the people who are trying to take over our country. Now, these are your enemies. Are your enemies. These are your enemies.
That fella's talking about me.
And that makes a difference, doesn't it?
These are your enemies.
And that makes a difference, doesn't it?
Hey, that fella's talking about me.
And that makes a difference, doesn't it?
What's wrong with the Masons? I'm a Mason.
Masons. Without Freemasons. You know these people.
What's wrong with the Masons? I'm a Mason. Hey, that fella's talking about me.
And that makes a difference, doesn't it?
And that makes a difference, doesn't it? Yeah. It makes you feel some type of way when you know you have somebody working against you. When you hear somebody voicing the opposite ideology of what you hold. It moves you, doesn't it? Gets you all riled up.
Giving you more of what you hoping for. You ain't hoping in the Lord, huh? You hoping in vain, material, superficial shit. That's why you can't see me, house niggas.
Your enemies. These are the people who are trying to take over our country. Now you know them. You know what they stand for. And it's up to you and me to fight them. Fight them and destroy them before they destroy us. Thank you.
Before he said Masons, you were ready to agree with him.
Well, yes, but he was talking about... What about those other people?
But in this country, we have no other people. We are American people, all of us.
What about you? You aren't American, are you?
I was born in Hungary, but now I am an American citizen. But in this country, we have no other people. We are American people, all of us.
What about you? You aren't American, are you?
I was born in Hungary, but...
What about you? You aren't American, are you?
I was born in Hungary, but American people, all of us.
What about you? You aren't American, are you?
I was born in Hungary, but now I am an American citizen. And I have seen what this kind of talk can do. I saw it in Berlin.
What were you doing there?
I was a professor at the university.
What about you? You aren't American, are you?
I was born in Hungary, but now I am an American citizen. And I have seen what this kind of talk can do. I saw it in Berlin.
What were you doing there?
I was a professor at the university. I heard the same words we have heard today. But I was a fool then. I thought Nazis were crazy people, stupid fanatics. But unfortunately, it was not so. You see, they knew that they were not strong enough to conquer a unified country. But unfortunately, it was not so. You see, they knew that they were not strong enough to conquer a unified country. So they split Germany into small groups. They used prejudice as a practical weapon to Germany into small groups, strong enough to conquer a unified country. So they split Germany into small groups. They used prejudice as a practical weapon to cripple the nation. Of course, that was...
They use prejudice as a practical weapon to cripple the nation. Press 1. Nothing's new under the sun, my friends. I'm gonna need to roll up.
Was not what they do. They had to work hard to do it. You see, we human beings are not born with prejudices. Always they are made for us, made by someone who wants something. Remember that when you hear this kind of talk. Somebody is going to get something out of it, and it isn't going to be you. This is not classroom theory. I saw it happen. Somebody is going to get something out of it, and it isn't going to be you. You see, we human beings are not born with prejudices. Always they are made for us, made by someone who wants something. Remember that when you hear this kind of talk. Somebody is going to get something.
Made by someone who wants something. Black Lives Matter. This shit in black and white. Press 1.
Out of it, and it isn't going to be you. This is not classroom theory. I saw it happen. I saw it first in Berlin in 1932. 5 young men that I knew were standing in the crowd listening to the Nazi speaker. Eric was a Catholic. Anton, a student of mine, was a Jew. Heinrich owned a small hardware store. Karl was a farmer. And Hans was an unemployed metal worker.
To all true Aryan Germans, I say it is time you inherited the nation which rightfully belongs to you. To you alone belongs the glorious destiny of the greater Germany. The Nazi Party will provide land for the farmer.
These niggas is the goddamn Hebrew Israelites of Europe. Press 1. Hey, man, this why they be talking about they the real goddamn Israelites, because they was the first niggas on the corner telling motherfuckers they finna enslave them. Hey, man. This nigga's a Hebrew Israelite, bro. Respectfully. These niggas done started everything, bro.
To you alone belongs the glorious destiny of the greater Germany. The Nazi Party will provide land for the farmer, work for the worker, and profits for the small businessman. Who is getting these things now? The Jew. The Jew who has stolen our nation and our birthright. Who makes all the money and takes all our jobs? The Jew! He must be shunned. He must be ostracized. He must be eliminated. And the Catholics. We don't want our great nation run by a foreign church. We Germans will know what to do with these people when the time comes. They and their faith must be destroyed. Then there are the Freemasons. In Germany, we have no place for secret societies. There may be only one. Then there are the Freemasons. And we have no place for secret societies. Comes. They and their faith.
What he said?
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you something straight off the motherfucking press.
Must be destroyed. Then there are the Freemasons. In Germany, we have no place for secret societies. There may be only one society, and that is the Nazi Party. There may be no secrecy about that in the new greater Germany.
Hey, these bots is something else, bro. This how they be getting these people shit through. Maybe that's what we need to be doing. Maybe these people is going in and editing they shit and they changing these words, bro, manually and then it don't register with all the motherfucking weird ass shit with the bots. Press 1. Oh man, we in the lab, man, at Hawk School. It said there may be only one society, and that is a nasty party. That's free, man. That just for participating, just for watching, man. That's what we do over here, man. We beating the motherfucking computer. Press 1. We just figured out some shit just by paying attention.
There may be no secrecy about that in the new Greater Germany.
One by one, he attacked each minority and he split them off one from the other. These men were all fellow Germans when they came here today. Now they were split into rival groups, suspicious of each other, hating each other. They were being swindled, all of them. But the men who were hating each other, they were being swindled, all of them. Really being fooled was Hans. He was pure German, according to Nazi standards. To him, they promised everything, and he fell for it.
You who are true Aryan Germans will share the glorious destiny of our fatherland. You are the pure-blooded, the master race. It is your divine right to rule.
These niggas is literally Hebrew Israelites, bro. We're definitely not Russians. Well, I don't know about you, Rob. You might be. Respectfully. Of Eastern Europe, European descent. But it gets kind of confusing around World War II because they just kind of lump everybody together. We'll find out more about that in part 2. Stay tuned.
And the Nazi party stands ready to put you into power. It is for you to command all Germany and someday the entire world.
That's how Hans became a Superman. They gave
this nigga. Look at Rob. Got his motherfucking Nazi uniform. Came from Amazon. That boy, goddamn, souped up, boy. Hey. Hi-yo, hey. Nigger, schnurching finger. Yeah. What are you doing, Dad? We're going to be Germans. We're moving to America. America? Are we going to dig gold in America? You betcha. We're going to steal all the gold from those nigger, shortened figures. We're going to catch the train, drop the kids off. It's going to be me and you. Then we're going to have 4 more kids, and Hitler's going to give us a welfare check. Fuck them kids. We can get rid of them. We'll make some more, bitch. But I love the kids. God damn it. Schwarzenfastein. Look, we're German now, bitch. I'm not going to be a Jew. They're killing the Jews, and I'm going to be a German. If you don't want to be a German, bitch, I'm leaving. The fuck? Meanwhile, down at Club 4044.
Created the hook. Why? So that Hans could come to power? Of course not. So they could come to power. They would merely use Hans to help them get there. He would do the dirty work for them. Hans and thousands of others like him, all playing a sucker's game. They gambled with other people's liberty, and of course they lost their own. A nation of suckers. Hitler needed these people. There was lots of They gambled with other people's liberty, and of course they lost their own. A nation of suckers. Hitler needed these people. Destroyed. They were determined to smash every organization where people might band together and resist them. There were Jews to be beaten and killed. The Jews were not. These
Shit, these might be the motherfuckers run YouTube. Press 1.
Nazis destroyed. They were determined to smash every organization where people might band together and resist them. There were Jews to be beaten and killed. The Jews were not powerful, but they were a convenient excuse for all the nations.
I don't think that's him.
And besides, a Nazi party.
You know, them niggas just put their goddamn bandanas on. They just gang. Look, they France Steins. They used to work there. Press 1. Them niggas quit, put the bands on, start beating the shit out this nigga. Press 1.
Could not take over this man's stole. Hundreds of all the nation's ills. And besides, a Nazi party member could not take over this man's stole. Hundreds of Catholics were put in jail because the Catholic Church had strength and could resist the Nazi drive for power.
Oh, is that right? We're gonna stop right there. Just to let you know there's some propaganda. Let's go back and look at some more pictures. Hey man, this shit crazy. This shit crazy. I think I could give you a little bit more, man, for this goddamn before we put this motherfucking cake in the oven, you dig? Let's go back to the Nazi file. We didn't get to 200, but all my niggas here, so let's go find these Hindustani Nazis. And if you just joined in and you missed the mini black Nazis, that was earlier. Hindustani Nazis is what I promised. I also promised a giant Nazi, I think. Let's see what we got here. It must be in the Hansel and Gretel file. Let me check here. Because I had to start a whole nother file once I seen niggas getting Nazified. They could be in the... Let's see. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Let's see what we got. Veil, Prophet, Janissaries. Let's check Hansel and Gretel. Because there sure is a lot of talk about the church, isn't there? You know, I found some very strange images of the church in the past. These are Russians, all right? Jew of the Russian Empire. It's dirty as fuck, all right? Straight pauper. These the niggas who running you now. They in charge. You see with his hand in his coat, all right? You see the play, all right? That's why he had the photo shoot. All right. These are Russians. But I digress. We'll show you him later. That's not what I promised. Shit gets real creepy, man. Oh, where is it? This nigga right here, who is this goddamn, this Brad Pitt? Bosses, all right? That's how we went in, all right? See how we went in compared to how your homeboy, motherfucking Larry Cohen, how he pulled up in that motherfucker. Shit different. Oh, the church. I think I saved that in another one. The church. And you know, I find it very odd that this church is, these people are in South America. Do they remind you of anyone? San Gonzalo, 1948. Anything look familiar here? San Bernardo en el interior de la Catedral, 1962. Anything look familiar here, guys? Is it just me? Or is church looking real sinister? This is church? Wait a minute. This is church? What church is this, y'all? What church is that? Oh, okay. The Brotherhood Curateria, founded in the middle of by the Guild of Coopers, Saint Christ. What you thought? What? You thought this shit? What you thought? What you thought? What? It's Holy Week in Spain. What you thought? It's Holy Week in Spain. Spanish tradition. Who you think started that tradition in the motherfucking South America? Huh? Fuck going on, tribe? I told you who was on them motherfucking horses burning up your motherfucking grandma's shit. This the church. It's church, man. We got a big C bag. C is for church. What you thought this was? It's France. Okay. What you thought was going on? It's church, bro. They had church. What's the fuck going on, man? All right. You gotta know what you're up against, man. South America. Spain. Let's bring it home so you know what we talking about. They're wannabes. Scallywag wannabes. Playing dress up. They want to be like the big dogs. Un día como hoy, 10 de April. All I know is that's the 10th of April, 1729, nigga. I don't know what the fuck else they talking about. Let's go see. Press 1. What the fuck is this shit, man? I'm already on the list, so I don't even get no fuck no more. Straight up.
Because you going to smell my cologne in Simiyaki on some bar number 9, because I do not play.
That's the same clone I wear.
Yes, Tabernacle Sanctuary, because we keep God first in everything we do.
Hey, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you something straight off the motherfucking press.
Next caller. I know my scriptures, bitch. I'm saying you something that you ain't seeing. Next caller.
I got to say that image right there. YouTube will block the shit out that. It's just a holy day. The fuck? Told y'all, man. I was gonna say that for the next one, man, but I got caught up, man, looking for the goddamn Hindustani Nazi. Maybe I saved him in the Janissaries. It might be in the Humbra. Man, I got some bills coming for y'all, man. I'm gonna fuck y'all up, bro. Let me find these Hindustani Nazis for you real quick. Yeah, you see, I got the old pictures. I found the old pictures. They been doing this shit. This shit ain't new. I'm getting distracted. Where's the motherfucking Hindustani Nazi and the giant Nazi? Oh, they gotta be in Humbra. I know the giant Nazi probably in Humbra. Look at this shit, bro. Humbra. Maybe they in Humbra. Yeah, I found some crazy ass pictures. I told you I found some shit that's gonna fuck your head up. You talking about the KKK, nigga? KKK, huh, bro? Huh? And what's crazy is everybody else know who running around. Why niggas tripping? Who the fuck is these motherfuckers? They know. Press 1. They know what they represent, who they trying to pretend to be. Put him with the veiled prophet in my secret stash for a bill we got coming up. Get this shit, bro. What the fuck really going on in this world, bro? The fuck going on, man? So you know what file this going to, huh, bro? Now, as a matter of fact, let's go back to Hansel and Gretel. I'm gonna show y'all some crazy shit. Y'all seeing these outfits? Let me show you a little secret. Let me show you a little secret. Miss Hansel and Gretel. Where is it? Hold on, bear with me, man. I gotta show you some shit, bro. It's gonna fuck your head up, bro. Make it all make sense for you real quick. Let's try Nazi 5. See if they in there. I don't know where the fuck the Hindustani. I might have saved them on the history page because the shit was just so mind blowing. I wanted other people to be exposed to it. So bear with me. I apologize. But as you can see, there's a plethora of mind blowing images. History, maybe? No. Hansel and Gretel, Suleiman's carpets, white Negroes, red men. Where would I put it? I feel like it should have been on a Hansel and Gretel shit. Let's try this. We're gonna have to go to a quick commercial, man, because I gotta have a talk with this Red Bull in the bathroom, man. Some crazy shit happened, man. So just bear with me. I'll be right back.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Ain't really Indian, that boy Fugazi. I just keep it player, you can never play me. You got an ass so fat, girl, let's make a baby. And another one. Then I'm back to the trap, I'm trying double some. She a bad woke chick and I love her tongue. We some jurisdiction boys, we some one-on-ones. Look, don't compare me to no Martin, dog. I'm like Malcolm X. Die about our freedom, we'll leave a crack and stretch. Round of applause, boy, you know we clapping text. Chucky dog, child play, yeah, nigga, that's what's next. Open up the cans just like Arizona. Pull up masked up like we got the Rona. We set up jurisdictions when we buy the corner. How you claiming that's your hood and you not the owner? Be the B, I just pulled up in the need for speed. Free the land, tell the colonizers that they need to leave. Wild Indian up in my veins, you know how we bleed. You ain't gotta lie about who we is, dog, just keep it G. We at war, we can't keep the peace. Since we at war, gotta keep the peace. Whack a cone, then I meditate. Should I need to breathe? Keep a Olmec head when we slide, dog, cause we the shit.
Like my niggas said, bitch, we the sheets. I can't keep the peace. If it pop off, then I want a piece. I'm just on release. I'm in go mode, motherfucker thief. In these streets like EBT, when we at war, make peace with me. I don't give a damn, understand. Fuck who stole this land, white or black or tan. Understand, it's fuck who stole this land. Might have seen me get little buddy these hands. He wasn't no abo man. A lot of these dudes is Sambo man. They full of shit like my ammo can.
Peace to the tribe, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. You know, we gonna wrap this up. For those of you, you know, it's getting past your bedtime. Where the fuck is the... I promised y'all some Hindustani Nazis. Oh, maybe they're in Janissaries. It's possible. I was down the rabbit hole, man. I might have just clicked shit in the wrong place. Maybe. I don't know. I ain't got nothing private, so shit. Let's see. Where the Hindustani Nazis go? I know they're here. I'm trying to... Oh, yeah. They might have got down here. Because it got creepy when I started looking for the Slavic, they gods and shit. I started going down the motherfucking rabbit hole. Get your mans. See what I'm saying? Different. Motherfuckers different out here, dog. All right? They built different. You know what I mean? That's one of the giants, but that ain't the one. Oh man, y'all ain't supposed to be seeing that part. Is that the Nazi? No, that's the... Shh. I'm gonna take all the fun away from the other bills we got coming up. Here's the giant Nazi, all right? German soldier during World War II, all right? Giant Nazi, as promised. Is this the other giant Nazi? Alright, so while he isn't in the home, bro, let's save him the Nazi-fied. So I did show you a giant Nazi, alright? So, you know I ain't lying about the goddamn, what's this shit called? The Hindustani Nazis. You gotta see these. You know, because when you got gods like this for goddamn Christmas. getting into the holiday spirit by scaring little kids. Right? It's how they get down over there in Europe. Happy holidays. Happy holidays, kids. It's your favorite Slavic gods, ceremonial pagan costumes of Europe. All right? That's how niggas outside. All right? Let me zoom in. Maybe you can't see this. Maybe you can't see it. Let me show you how they getting down for the holidays. What they doing at the Christmas party. These niggas kiss or some shit. Guar. What the fuck is that shit called? Niggas weird as fuck, bro. Getting into the holiday spirit. But once again, that's supposed to be on our build about the Slavic gods. So, of course, I digress. Oh, yes. Where are they? I'm adding shit, and that's what happened. I just get to looking. Oh, here they are. Boom. World War II. For the Indian troops walking in Paris during Bastille Day. Where is that? Where they at? We're getting close. Fuck is the goddamn Nazis at, man? Here, it's this easy. And I'm gonna make it all make sense to you too in a minute. Yeah. Collaboration with the access of powers. There they go. So in nations occupied by the access of power in World War II, some citizens and organizations prompted by nationalism, ethnic hatred, anti-community, blah, 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 self-defense, or other combination, collaborated with the access powers. Some of these collaborators committed war crimes, crimes against humanity, or atrocities in the Holocaust. All right? Collaborations by country in Africa, French North Africa, British Somalian, Asia, Australia, Burma, China. All right? Chinese Nazis. All right? It's a Nazi party. Literally. When that nigga said Nazi party, he really meant it. French Indochina, British Hong Kong, India, all right? Indonesia, Philippines. Let me give you a little more background before I can't just leave you hanging like that. Pause. So here go the camps. It's just like gym. Same shit you do at gym. Same shit. All that shit come from the Nazis. All that shit come from the Nazi shit, bro. Everything. This really, we low-key live in Germany right now.
It's time to...
This is the time of year when the boys of the fatherland become state servants, because the state regards physical training as their #1 duty. And in camp, they live by number.
How many of these niggas they got naked in one TP? Press 1. Press 100. Is these niggas in the Boy Scouts or is they motherfucking Nazis? I'm confused. Oh, it's the same thing.
This is the time of year when the boys of the fatherland become state servants, because the state regards physical training as their #1 duty. And in camp, they live by number. On the word, splash. And in the other part of this camp in East Prussia, the girls live under almost exactly the same conditions as the boys. And apparently peeling potatoes is just part of their physical training.
My friend used to pay $100.
Oh my God. My friend has a red car and like they're probably gonna pull up like any minute.
What a punk. What a fool. Mark.
My friend used to pay
This bitch, she won. Jumping jacks, nigga. Go do your jumping jacks so you can join the goddamn Nazis, nigga. Turn this bullshit out. That be the bullshit. Look. Get your ass ready, nigga. Yeah, you over there. Your kid's doing this in gym right now, nigga. Getting ready to be a motherfucking Aryan. Look, they saying who gonna get on the orphan train to America? Let's see. They at the Skukolet Prelindite, whatever the fuck. They getting them loaded up for the orphan train. They be ready to goddamn ride horseback, go burn down all y'all shit. Run up in that motherfucker. Oh yeah, cause that boy thought he was God. Hold on, this almost over right here. Man, I got plenty more. And when we get to the 3-hour mark, we're gonna bust it down. Goddamn, sack this motherfucker up, and then we're gonna bust down the other motherfucking half. Press 1. Yeah, you see him? A stupid ass bitch. You already know what it is, tribe. Check up.
Not even how you thought. Niggas, check-up time. Time to pay the piper. Look, you don't have to, huh? You got rights to believe however you want to, huh? There's only one God. There's only one blood covenant book that's floating around here of God Almighty. Not a covenant of a man would make house niggas, Ku Klux Klan members, and everyone to feel like they can just shuffle their ass foot about getting about the business I'm talking about.
Peace to the tribes. We back, we back, we back. If you didn't pass the goddamn PE test, you wasn't getting on the orphan train in America. Press 1. It's the same goddamn shit niggas doing in PE. Just PE, dog. Nazi PE. That's what y'all been going to. Y'all Nazified, man. Niggas Nazified out here, bro. Straight up. You ain't even know it. You ain't even know it.
I know ain't nobody seeing me, bro.
I know it, bro. I know I'm a legend, bro.
We're gonna play Shawty video just because I like how she say beach. I watch everything, bro. This say 6 normal things in Germany that I found strange after moving to Germany. This type of research I do, nigga, before I even come on here talking. But watch her say beach. It's hilarious.
I remember I went into the changing room.
I'm gonna steal the clip for the live checker out.
And I had on my swimsuit, so it was like a one-piece swimsuit, and I was like, oh, ready to like go into the steaming room, and then I just saw people walking around naked, both men and women. I'm like, what is happening? I was with a friend, and she told me that yeah, it's normal. Actually, you have to be naked in the sauna, and I was like, you have to? Yeah, that day was the first and last time that I actually went to a sauna because. Yeah, I'm not there yet. Yeah, no. So the third thing that I found very strange when I moved to Germany, which was quite normal here, is how fast people can drive on the highway. So the highway in Germany is called the Autobahn. Thing that I found. So the third thing that I found very strange when I moved to Germany, for you to find naked beaches. For people, it's very normal for you to find naked beaches, and for you to find naked beaches, and I remember the first time I saw a naked beach, I was like, are those naked people? I remember the first time I saw a naked beach, I was like, and I remember
Hey, and look, the bots call this naked peaches.
the first time I saw a naked beach, I
remember the first time I seen a naked beach. Y'all remember first? Tashawn, you remember the first time you seen a naked beach? I do.
For you to find naked beaches. And I remember the first time I saw a naked beach, I was like, are those naked people? Oh my god. A naked beach, oh my god, I'm just going to let everything hang. From a European country, you would not think anything of it, right? It's like, a naked beach, oh my god, I'm just going to let everything hang, right? It's like, a naked beach, oh my god, I'm just going to let everything hang. I need to be free, I need some breeze, some air, oh my god. And I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I cannot go there. Like, I cannot, no, I could not see myself going to a naked beach because you have to be naked. I mean, you don't have to be naked, but everybody is naked. So what is the point of you being here if you're not naked as well? Like, there are other beaches which are not naked. Is the sauna, which is very normal to be completely naked beaches. So what is the point of you being here if you're not naked as well? Like, there are other beaches which are not naked beaches. Everybody is naked. So what is the point of you being here if you're not naked as well? Like, there are other beaches which are not naked beaches. Why don't
Hey man, I be on some high shit tripping, dog. Straight up.
Preaching rapture and disappearing, and it's known as written that the righteous shall inherit the kingdom of God, the earth, and the wicked shall be shaken out.
I'm making over.
Oh no, James about to get smoked, man. You and James. Press 1. Fuck he thought.
What a punk. What a fool. Mark.
It is the cornerstone upon which our nation was built and the ideal of all the great liberators. But what of this other world? Here men insisted that more forceful demagogues set his followers marching from the Munich beer hall. He too had the sinister opportunity.
Don't hate. Let me goddamn check my motherfucker. Get on the goddamn computer before they be trying to hate on some old archive footage. This shit is archive footage, man. Whole Microsoft Edge done shut down, goddamn. Okay. Put some diamonds in the motherfucking chat, man. Too many naked beaches, man. Let me go sign in on the goddamn YouTube studio before they be trying to hate, because I'm about to be goddamn curveballing through the matrix. Yeah, gonna for everything. Because we ain't done. Then, you know, I'll take a little break, man.
Their trust and faith in this one man.
I just want y'all to see some very interesting footage. You know, straight from the archives. You already know what it is. It's fair use, educational purposes. You know what we doing over here. Peace to all the tribes, man. Make sure you hit that like and share this live, man. You already know how we rocking, man. So let them know, man. It's up. The Hawks is out. You know what I'm talking about? You know what time it is when the Hawks come out, man. Somebody tell them what time. Tell them what time it is.
Lighthouses, lighting up a dark and foggy world. The government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Fighting, living, forgive. But what of this other world? Here, men insisted that progress lay in killing freedom. Here, they were putting out the lighthouses, one by one. Here, the march of history was reversing itself. In Italy, it began when an ambitious rabble-rouser set his followers marching on Rome. The country, like every other country after the last war, was torn by political unrest, hard times, unemployment. Two courses were available to the Italian people. They could solve their problems in a free, democratic way, or they could let someone else do the solving for them. They made the tragic mistake of choosing the second course. They put their trust and faith in this one man. They believed he represented them. Actually, he planned to betray them for the selfish interests of himself and the group back of him, just as he had earlier betrayed those who first supported him. In Germany, another and even more forceful demagogue set his followers marching from the Munich beer hall. He too had the sinister opportunity to take advantage of post-war chaos. But he also had certain distinctive German characteristics to play on. To start with, the Germans have an inborn national love of regimentation and harsh discipline. He could give them that. The German army, and through them the people, had never acknowledged German defeat in the last war and were anxious for revenge. That too he promised them. The wealthy and powerful industrialists were fearful of losing any of their wealth and power and were ready to back anyone who would retain it for them. He promised to take care of them too. This man cunningly played all these ends against the middle and ruthlessly set out to murder the newborn German Republic. As the will of the emperor, and to the Japanese, the new order in Asia was swastika. Art and different in custom, surrendered their liberty, who would retain it for them. as the will of the emperor. And to the Japanese people, the emperor is God. Taking advantage of their fanatical worship of the god emperor, it was no great trick to take away what little freedom they had ever known. Yes, in these lands, the people surrendered their liberties and threw away their human dignity.
Let me get some diamonds in the chat if you didn't know they had Chinese Nazis. Nigga, you didn't know there was no Chinese Nazis. You know this KKK ain't said nothing about no Asians, did they? Niggers, apes, alligators, coons, and possums. They ain't got no smoke with the Chinese. Now we know why. Because they Nazis too, press 1. I can't make this shit up.
They gave up their rights as individual human beings. They became a part of a mass, a human herd. Although these countries were far apart and different in custom and in language, the same poison made them much alike. Each got a new uniform. In Italy, the new bosses wore black.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're Japanese, not Chinese. Dirty knees. Look at these.
Although these countries were far apart.
Actually, super intelligent, stupid motherfucker, they're Nazis. Are you paying attention? What the fuck, bro? Why am I even talking to this guy, man?
What you got to speak? If you don't know shit to speak on this topic I'm bringing up, shut your goddamn ass up. Tom, next caller. You don't like it? Kiss my ass, you don't like it. It's my house.
Because you going to smell my cologne in Simiyaki on some bar number 9, because I do not play.
That's the same clone I wear.
Yes, tabernacle, sanctuary, because we keep God first in everything we do.
Hey.
No, let them talk, y'all.
Apart and different in custom and in language, the same poison made them much alike. Each got a new uniform. In Italy, the new bosses wore black shirts. In Germany, the shirts were brown. In Japan, they hid behind the uniform of the army. But really, they belonged to a sinister secret society. Their symbol was a black dragon. The other fellows had to have a symbol too. In Germany, a swastika. In Italy, the old Roman symbol of the fascists. In Germany, they called the new order National Socialism, or Nazism.
Nazism. They all Nazified. All right? Yeah, he lucky as shit. All hail Incredible Hulk the Merciful.
In Italy, they had a shorter word, fascism. In Japan, they had lots of names for it. The new era of enlightenment, the new order in Asia, the co-prosperity sphere. But no matter how you slice it, it was just plain old-fashioned militaristic imperialism.
No, we gonna say we ain't gonna sacrifice them, y'all. We gonna say we need one obnoxious motherfucker keep the algorithm bumping. Share the motherfucking live stream, Robbie. You probably your goddamn grandparents hopped off one of these motherfucking trains. Press 1.
The Japs would get the prosperity, and the others would get the coal. They say trouble always comes in a swastika. In Italy, the old Roman symbol of the fascists. In Germany, they call the new order National Socialism, or Nazism. In Italy, they had a shorter word, fascism. In Japan, they had lots of names for it. The new era of enlightenment, the new order in Asia, the co-prosperity sphere. But no matter how you slice it, it was just plain old-fashioned militaristic imperialism. The Japs would get the prosperity, and the others would get the coal. They say trouble always comes in threes. Take a good close look at this trio. Remember these faces. Remember them well. If you ever meet them, don't hesitate.
Der eine wahrhaftige Weltenshowspotter sein. Und zweitens, Sie wollten, Herr...
Stop thinking and follow me, cried Hitler. I will make you masters of the world. And the people answered, Heil! Stop thinking and believe in me, bellowed Mussolini, and I will restore the glory that was Rome. And the people answered, Duce, Duce. Stop thinking and follow your God Emperor, cried the Japanese warlords, and Japan will rule the world. And the people answered, Banzai, Banzai. Each system was alike in that the constitutional law-making...
Yeah, Hitler was tweaking on that ice. Y'all seen him? That boy was on goddamn coke. Goddamn, boy, that nigga Hitler, that nigga was like, goddamn, this nigga motherfucking, we're gonna call that nigga Adolf Hendricks. Goddamn me. That nigga was on everything, man. Opium, that's light, bro. That's light, bro. That nigga was shooting up big coke. That nigga was shooting up heroin. That nigga was not in no opium then. That nigga had a prescription. That nigga had the trapper with him. He hired the doctor just to be with him and take the nigga everywhere with him. The doctor that was giving him all the motherfucking dope and shit. But that's a whole nother bill. You know what I mean?
Bodies gave up their power. The Reichstag in Berlin. I will restore the glory that was Rome. Each system was alike in that the constitutional law-making bodies gave up their power. The Reichstag in Berlin. The House of Deputies in Rome. The Diet in Tokyo. And these elected representatives became collections of stooges, rubber stamp organizations. That is an exact translation of... Each did away with free courts and trial by jury, and substituted courts and judges run by the party. Each abolished labor unions and the rights of bargaining for wages.
Achtung! Abteilung 6, 310 mit 13114 beim Damenbau. Danke. Heilder! Heilder! Lassen Sie weiterarbeiten. Weiterarbeiten!
And under the pretext of patriotism established a system of forced labor. Each enforced its decrees by an army of secret police who held the power of life and death over every individual. And for the few who still believed in freedom and said so, there was a ready answer.
There was a ruddy answer.
Thousands of other men of God, Protestant, Catholic, Jewish, were persecuted, arrested, confined in concentration camps. Our Führer is the intermediary between his people and the throne of God. Everything the Führer utters is religion in the highest sense. It is only on one or two exceptional points that Christ and Hitler stand comparison, for Hitler is far too big a man to be compared with one so petty. German classrooms.
He is the noblest being in the whole wide world. They teaching them Hitler's mixtape at the school. All right, everybody memorize the mixtape. They teaching them drill rap. This drill rap started in Nazi Germany.
Yes, take children from the faith of their fathers and teach them the state is the only church. And the head of the state is the voice of God.
Yeah, they was marching to the orphan train. I just want y'all to know, because when we talk about eugenics and all these science projects, I want you to see who all was in on it. And then we're going to dig a little deeper into what was going on. But check them out.
Disarmament. This resulted in two vitally important treaties. One, to reduce the size of the British, Japanese, French, Italian, and American fleets. And the other, the Nine-Power Treaty, which guaranteed the integrity of China. And incidentally, one of the powers signing this was Japan. Later on, in 1929, we signed the Kellogg-Briand Pact, which was supposed to abolish war as a means of settling international disputes. This pact was signed by 47 nations, including Germany and Japan.
President, I have the honor of handing you the London Naval Treaty.
A nigga drunk as fuck, press one.
Faithful to our treaty, which was supposed to abolish war as a means of settling international disputes. This pact was signed by 47 nations, including Germany and Japan.
President, I have the honor of handing you the London Naval Treaty.
Faithful to our treaty obligations. We scrapped more than 60% of our naval tonnage, and our army was reduced to a standing force of 136,000 men, smaller than that maintained by the little state of Romania. We let our hopes for peace become so strong that they grew into the determination not to fight unless directly attacked. We let ourselves be influenced by those who said that we could find security through isolation. Italy and Japan, problems of the whole world. And we had in the problems of the whole. We established an insurance program for those without jobs. We began to give old folks protection against want and hunger. We organized the CCC to provide our young men with healthy and useful employment. We built great new dams which brought the miracle of electricity to us. We encouraged lawlessness with the farce of prohibition. But in spite of these mistakes, we never had a thought of losing our... They were deadly serious. Saw these men in the newsreels, quite often we laughed. To us, they looked like characters in a musical comedy. But they weren't comic. They weren't funny. They were deadly serious. They were out for world conquest. And what made it doubly serious was that there were 70 million Japanese, 45 million Italians, and 80 million Germans, all hopped up with the same idea. Their leaders told them that they were Superman, Herrenvolk, the Nazis called it, the master race, destined to rule all other peoples on Earth. Take a good look at these humorless men. These were to be the rulers of the ruling race. Obey us blindly, and you will attain your rightful place in the world. All other people will be your slaves. That's what they promised them.
These niggas is Hebrew Israelites, press one. They are the Hebrew Israelites of Eastern Europe. Respectfully.
That Americans, Chinese, Russian, South Americans, all free peoples would work for them and make them rich. And Russian, South Americans, all free... Obey us blindly, and you will attain your rightful place in the world. All other people will be your slaves. That's what they promised them. That Americans, Chinese, Russian, South Americans, all free peoples would work for them and make them rich. And how they ate it up. All free peoples would work for them.
Let me find out that the crowd wave started in Nazi Germany, bro. And I'm going to be convinced that we are already in Nazi Germany.
And make them rich.
Is it just me, or did I just see a crowd wave? Niggas, did the crowd, what the fuck be going on, man? This shit weird.
And how they ate it up. All free people, tomorrow we shall restore the glory. I promised them that Americans, Chinese, Russian, South Americans, all free peoples would work for them and make them rich. And how they ate it up. We shall restore the glory that was Rome. Chinese is our picking out the December. It was Rome. It was Rome. Russian, South Americans, all free peoples would work for them and make them rich. And how they ate it up. We shall restore the...
Them niggas definitely did a crowd wave, dog. What's this NOI shit on this sign, though? I'm going to just let it play.
The glory that was Rome. Today we rule Germany. Tomorrow the world. The Pacific is ours. It was inevitable that these countries should gang up on us. The little fellow is our pal, Mare Nostrum, Ethiopia. Here he and his friends are busy carving up the world in advance, staking out their claims. Take a good look at these claims.
Here was the Italy that Mussolini took over in 1922. And almost his first act was to tell the Italians they were the rightful owners of Corsica, Nice, Savoia, Albania, Tunisia, Ethiopia, and a land corridor linking it with Libya. Later on, he had an even bigger dream. The old Roman Empire as it existed nearly 2,000 years ago. To dominate all the lands adjoining the Mediterranean. Mare Nostrum, our sea, they called it, just as the ancient Romans did.
As for the Japanese, they had some ambitions too. By 1920, they had grabbed off Formosa, Korea, and the southern half of the island of Sakhalin. Then Baron Gishi Tanaka, the prime minister, carefully set down Japanese aims in a document called the Tanaka Memorial. It was presented to the Emperor July 25th, 1927.
Here was their dream. Manchuria for raw materials, China for manpower. Then a triumphant march through Indochina, Siam, Burma, India, the East Indies, and on through Australia and New Zealand. And in the north, all they claimed was that part of Russia east of Lake Baikal. That was to be the new order in Asia. Then the Japs would move eastward to crush the United States and really start their co-prosperity sphere. Now take a look at the fight the Nazis reserved for themselves. Here's the Germany Hitler walked into. And here's what he wanted. First, Europe under his complete political or economic control, leaving Mussolini a share of the loot if he behaved himself. Then the drive to the east, through the rich oil lands of Iran and Iraq, into India. Another push south through Africa. Then from Dakar, jump off to meet the honorary Aryans who were to move in on South America through the Pacific. Then from Dakar, jump off to meet the honorary Aryans who were to move.
The honorary Aryans. The honorary Aryans. Yeah, they was conquering they was taking over everything niggas controlled. Killing everybody. Eugenics is international. It trickled down to black people, so-called Negroes, just like slavery trickled down. These are white people problems, press 1.
Move in on South America through the Pacific. At the same time, start across from the Scandinavian countries to hook up with his buck-toothed pals coming over from Siberia to join in the conquest to move in on South America through the Pacific. At the same time, start across from the Scandinavian countries to hook up with his buck-toothed pals coming over from Siberia to join.
He talking about them Chinese boys, man. You know, back in the day, they used to have them niggas looking like Bugs Bunny and shit with them hats on. He say hook up with his buck-tooth pal. This is the most racist propaganda video. I already heard the nigga say Jap, but I'm like, these niggas tripping, man. Hook up with his buck-tooth pal.
Then from Dakar, jump off to meet the honorary Aryans who were to move in on South America through the Pacific. At the same time, start across from the Scandinavian countries to hook up with his buck-toothed pals coming over from Siberia to join in the conquest of the United States.
There it is, gents. All they left us was Shangri-La. And they'd claim that, too, if they knew where it was. If they had a chance, listen. When war comes between Japan and the United States, I shall not be content merely to occupy Guam, the Philippines, Hawaii, and San Francisco. I look forward to dictating the peace to the United States in the White House at Washington. Yamamoto wrote those words on January of 1941. Yes, the conquering Jap army down Pennsylvania Avenue. From Tokyo, the campaign. Yes, the men and women of Nanking. Field day they'd enjoy if they'd march. Divide. Soften up their intended victims. Divide. Campaign started. Propaganda. To confuse. Divide. Soften up their intended victims. Put them on the defensive. Scream you're abused. Shout you're oppressed. The world's wrong. You're right. If you shriek it loud enough and often enough, they'll believe you. Above all, use their free press and their free speech to destroy them. Use their free press and their free speech to destroy them. Use their free press and their free speech to destroy them. Use their free press. Use their free press and their free speech to destroy them. Their free speech to destroy them. You're right. If you shriek it loud enough and often enough, they'll believe you. Above all, use their free press and their free speech to destroy them. Lebensraum, ja, Lebensraum, meine Volksgenossen. Lebensraum, they demanded. Living room. Our lands are overcrowded. But at the same time, they gave prizes to mothers who bore the most sons. They brought together large groups of young men and young girls for human breeding. Read what one of their leaders wrote. And we were the haves. The Nazis alone assembled a striking force of 30 panzer divisions.
You know, we got to end it with some high power shit, man, before we move on to the next build. What I got for you. Now they giving me goddamn Semitic commercials and shit. hear that motherfucking phony testimony.
Have anything to gain by scaring, literally.
So are the 70 sons of God from the Deuteronomy 32 worldview the same gods worshipped worldwide from India to Peru?
Yes. And the interesting thing about that number 70 is that it doesn't necessarily refer to a specific actual number. Now, the Bible makes it clear that we were talking about the same ones, the gods of the nations, because in Genesis chapter 10, where we read about the sons, the descendants of Noah, the so-called Table of Nations, there are 70 listed there. But in the ancient Near East, not just with the Hebrew culture, but all across the ancient Near East, the Akkadians, the Amorites, everybody in the ancient Near East understood that 70 represented the complete set. In other words, not one left out. So, in fact, we see that number elsewhere in the Old Testament, like the 70 sons of Gideon who were slaughtered by, Abimelech. You know, even though Gideon, by the way, said, I don't want to be the king, I'll just make an ephod for myself and, stuff. But his son Abimelech, or, illegitimate son, his name means my father's the king. So, yeah, interesting. And he's the one, did Gideon really have 70 sons? It seems unlikely, but it means that all of them were killed except for the one survivor. So the number 70 means all of them. The Canaanites believed that their chief god, the creator god El, who his mount of assembly was Mount Hermon, which is the northern border of Israel, Lebanon, and Syria today, where the Watchers descended and made their pact to take. He held court there with his 70 sons, the 70 sons of El. You go back a little further in history into about the time of Abraham, and there was a city in northern Syria by the name of Emar, not far from modern Aleppo. Scholars, the clay tablets and found the records and all that, and there was an annual festival held in the spring where the people of Emar would sacrifice 70 lambs. This was usually done around the first day of the first month, the first of Nisan, about 2 weeks before the Hebrews would later celebrate Passover. They would sacrifice 70 lambs for Dagon, who was their chief god, who it was just El by name. Dagon and the 70 gods of the city, again, representing all the other gods of the divine council, all the other gods other than the chief god, the king of the pantheon, Dagon. So you got the Canaanites believing they're the ancient Amorites of Emar with their 70 gods. The interesting thing about the 70 is that when God gave the feasts to Moses, let me back up. I'll save that for just a second. When God gave the law to Moses on Mount Sinai, but before he gave him the plans for the tabernacle, interesting, he called Moses and said, okay, you and your brother Aaron, who was the high priest, Aaron's two sons, and the 70 elders of Israel come up Mount Sinai. And so no one else was allowed near the mountain. Okay, so you touch the mountain and God would smite you. But Aaron, Moses, the 70 elders of Israel climbed the mountain, and this is in Exodus 24. They beheld the God of Israel, and he did not touch them. He did not harm them. They beheld the God of Israel and ate and drank. They had a meal up there on Mount Sinai, the 70 elders of Israel. Now, why did God do that? Because, now wait a minute, how is it possible? We're told that man cannot see the face of God and live. Well, this is where one of the examples in the Old Testament where we see the second power in heaven. We begin to get a picture of the Trinity in the Old Testament. Yes, God the Father in all his glory, when he passed by Moses, who was in the cleft of the rock, could not see his face because it's overwhelming. But God in the flesh, we see the angel of the Lord in the Old Testament in a number of places. That is God in a form that humans can perceive. And he called these men up his holy mountain and had a meal. It was a symbol of what was going to happen. It's a symbol of what's going to happen when we are finally restored to the divine council, when God finally brings us back into the divine council, which we got kicked out of when Adam and Eve disobeyed. But this was a message to the 70, meaning all the gods of the nations. This is what is in store for humanity. You're toast and you're being replaced. It's like the prodigal son, the parable of the prodigal son. We will someday be welcomed back, covered with and smelling awful and looking horrible, and God will welcome us with open arms, and that is be the restoration of humanity to the divine council. His message to the 70 gods, again, representing all the gods of the nations. Now, here's the thing. The Feast of Tabernacles in the fall. I wanted to talk about this in my time today, and without getting another hour, I couldn't get into it. The Spring Festival, this ancient city of Emar, pagan city, sacrificing 70 lambs in the spring, okay, around the time of the Passover, which is when Jesus was sacrificed, who John the Baptist called, "Behold the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world." Okay? Jesus was the perfect lamb to sacrifice. The fall feast, which was the feast, as Rabbi Zev Parat talked about earlier today, the Feast of Tabernacles. When God gave that feast to Moses, he said, okay, here's the plan. It's a 7-day feast, a 7-day festival. On day 1, you sacrifice 13 bulls. Day 2, you sacrifice 12. Day 3, 11. 7 days. Counting down by 1 each day, 70 bulls sacrificed. The bulls. In the ancient world, the bull imagery is connected to these pagan gods over and over again. El, chief god of the Canaanites, called Bull El. Kronos, chief god of the old gods of the Greeks, the Titans. His name comes from a Semitic word meaning horned one. And yet God, giving the feast to Moses, said, okay, here's what Passover, here's what the Feast of Tabernacles represents. Represents God delivering his people from all the other gods of the world, all the other gods of the nations. 70 bulls, the complete set, not one left out. They are sacrificed. God has delivered his people from the pagan gods, all the gods that God allotted to the nations of the world. And as Zeb pointed out, when Jesus came the first time, he was sacrificed as the lamb at Passover in the spring. When he comes back, it's Tabernacles time, where God delivers his people from the gods of the nations. It's beautiful.
That's amazing. It's just mind-blowing. How everything's so perfect and just...
I know ain't nobody seeing me, bro. I know it, bro. I know I'm a legend, bro.
I'm talking about straight business, man. I know they don't like me. They be all on the internet talking about the pimp. Pimp rap like he writing nursery rhyme. Pimp this and pimp that. You know what though, bitch? Say you put your real motherfucking address and your phone number on that shit. You ain't said nothing, nigga. Hide behind them email address. You a hoe.
Preaching rapture and disappearing, and it's known as written that the righteous shall inherit the kingdom of God, the earth, and the wicked shall be shaken out.